see the. We're good.
We're live.
Good morning. I didn't have to see the. I didn't even know you. I just saw the top of the head. I was like, "Who is that? Why are you here?"
Morning, everybody.
Oh, you didn't know about this?
It's Phil. I had no idea. No, I did not.
Nice job, Justin. Good job.
I heard Mutt's voice. I thought he just was playing clips or something. I didn't know why he was back there.
Why are you here?
It's an open producer job. Let's go.
Okay. I don't want to participate in this today.
Okay, I will leave.
But why? I mean, is it gonna be a bit, or would you like the job?
I'm legit just here. No, I'm just here to have. It's a big.
Just have fun.
Yes, have
Okay.
some fun.
All right, we'll have a lot of fun.
Is that okay?
Sure. Saco tickets are on sale now, Justin.
Yes.
It's 9:30. All right, go get them. Saco. Tweet it out, guys, and then we'll retweet it, and then whatever. Buy your tickets. Take your time with it.
Links in the description.
Links in the description. In a couple of weeks, we'll be back in Saco, September 21. September 21st. All right. Go get them. Exclamation point. And we're good. That's it with So go get the Saco tickets. We'll have a good time. We always have fun there. Be a fun night. Big weekend. $90 per car. The best price of the weekend for any.
You could charge a lot more than that.
I could charge a lot more. That's $9 per car, not per person, per car. Others have made that clear as well. Per car for the Saco show. Mutt's here. Justin's here. Mike is here. blindmike.net. Go subscribe to Mutstack. I did on Friday.
Thank you. After you unsubscribed. Thank you, bud.
Well, okay, but I subscribed.
You did.
I've
yes.
subscribed twice now to Mutstack.
I appreciate that. Yes, I saw that. Thank
It's
you.
like having 2 abortions.
Well, I wouldn't call it
I
that.
don't think it's like that.
With no painkillers. None. With a butter knife. And the baby's actually alive, and they kill the baby in front of you.
I don't think it's.
They rape the baby, and then they throw the baby in the river.
You're looking at the notes section. I would.
Yes, that's what I was talking about. No, I was talking.
Asshole.
I remember this today driving in. I was like, where did this happen? This happened with Rico Bosco in Chicago in front of the theater at the Dozen. I was taking pictures of people, and somebody said, "Hey, I'm a new fan of the show." And we were talking briefly, and the guy's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I didn't even know who Dave Cullinane was."
Oh, wow.
Really?
That's what the guy said to me.
Wow.
Is that unbelievable?
That's a Coleman era.
I said, what have you missed?
I wasn't a me guy anyway, so he probably
I didn't think
wouldn't
so.
have. Yeah.
That's true, right? You're kind of under the radar guy.
Well, that's anyone that like found you in for surviving Barstool probably wouldn't really know who Cullinane was.
Yeah,
I don't
probably
know
not.
about it, yeah.
I mean, if they're on TikTok,
Unless they go back.
That's
Yeah.
a different. That's a
I'm a
different.
whole different person
conversation.
there,
With Nurse Betty on
Nurse Kim.
Nurse Kim,
Registered nurse. Yep.
RN.
Yep.
Okay, on TikTok. Many things to get to today, but I want to start with one. And go get your Saco tickets, and thank you for buying them. And we'll have a fun time, and we'll do our usual madness there. We'll do what we do there. I'll start with a bone to pick with Justin Trudell and Michael Geary.
Oh
You
no.
guys don't mind?
All right.
I like this on Twitter, which I think you don't. You can still do, but people can't see. Is that what it is, Dave?
Yes.
On Twitter?
Correct.
Likes are not public.
Didn't ask you, Justin. I know you want to be the only producer, but I asked other people.
Okay.
Let's see here. I saw this echoed in other places as well. Barstool Minifan. Do you follow him, Justin?
I do.
Okay, so you would have seen this tweet then. Chose not to respond to it. Mike, do you follow him?
I don't think I follow him. I've seen the account.
Okay, fine. I'll buy that for now. There's a tweet he had, Dave, 5:30 p.m. 2 days ago.
Okay.
Yes, 2 days ago. Seeing a lot of at Kirk Min, this is how I saw he tagged me, is cheap coming off the Dakotas trip. While I flat out disagree with the sentiment, I will say one large pizza for 4 grown men is pretty bad. It forces everyone to stop at 2 slices, and we all always want a third. Fair criticism, in my opinion. No. Andy Mayo on Twitter had the same thing, so I'll be very clear.
Jump in
Because Mike, too late. Because Mike and Justin,
I didn't see this.
Elected. Well, sure, right, of course. Elected to stay out of this.
No.
I'll be very clear. First of all, Dave, at this pizza place with Justin, Mike, and the late Michael Marks, I first said, do you guys want to get a couple of pizzas? Some appetizers, a couple of pizzas, 2 pizzas? We all settled on a large cheese pizza, correct, Justin?
That is incorrect.
Extra large pizza.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That's a yes or no question, by the way. I didn't need a novel. I said that's correct. Is that correct? Yes or no? Okay, thank you. So I ordered, then just a large came, and I said, we should get, when I went up there, you had to walk up, one of those places you had to walk up and order. Even when I walked up, I still said again, do you guys want a second pizza? Do you want something else?
You did.
It came just a regular large pizza. I also ordered garlic bread for the table.
Right.
Appetizer garlic bread, which I've seen, nothing's been written about garlic bread. Nothing. Nowhere. Not two words. I haven't seen those two words anywhere about me being cheap on Twitter.
It's true.
Nice, good, excellent garlic bread. When we're done and I'm going up to pay for it, I went to these guys. I said, "Hey, are you sure you don't want something else for the room later?" True or false?
It's all absolutely true.
True. It'd be called cheap. I said, "You guys want a pizza? You want sandwiches? Whatever you want."
Ridiculous.
So you got these guys, the Barstool Minifans and the Andy Mayos of the world, attacking my character. You can call me cheap if you want, but this particular, quite the opposite.
I mean, they don't.
Was I tagged in this tweet?
Why is he speaking about?
At
this?
least give me that.
He knows this tweet existed, and he chose not to reply to it.
This is part of Mike's path of destruction on this trip.
It's been going on for years, and finally somebody is calling it out.
Thank you. These two, when they get together, it's unbelievable.
Thank God Mutt's here, because I felt like the walls were going to close in.
Yeah. Yes. Well, he's been great so far.
He's been great.
Yeah. Do you think, Justin, anything I said incorrect?
No.
Mike?
No, absolutely.
Okay, then I want Barstool Minifan. I don't want him to delete that tweet. I want it up there as part of record. I like him to comment on it and Andy Mayo to comment
A
on it.
retraction of
There's a bunch of comments like, oh, he's cheap. Oh, he's not that much money. He's cheap. That's fine. You can put my finances in question, but on this particular instance, at this fine establishment,
You couldn't afford another pizza.
I mean, I would have done layaway for another pizza if I had to.
Yes.
But yes, we thought it was gonna be an extra large cheese pizza.
It was the craziest. I thought we discussed this on the show. It's the craziest extra large. To call that an extra large.
It wasn't, but I think they just gave us a large.
But they have extra large on the menu.
Oh, I know. But I'm saying I think the guy just took it as a large and just gave us a large.
Yeah.
Don't you think, Justin?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's no way you could call that a large.
No, it was 8 slices.
Yeah.
That's why I said to the guy, you guys, you want something else? You want some? Now, if the conversation is, hey, they're afraid to say this to Kirk, I'm open to that conversation.
It's more to me as a larger man. I have a reputation. I wasn't going to go.
Sure.
Actually, I'd like another entire pizza for myself later.
Right.
Would I have eaten it? Gladly.
I even meant 2 slices of pizza is not a killer meal. I don't know. I'm trying to, I know Justin's,
I certainly wasn't
guy.
going to be the only one to be like, yeah, I'll take it.
So, I don't know, maybe that's part of mixed contention. I don't know. So I want to get the important stuff out of the way first. Good. Let me hear, obviously more drama. Well, I think the mixed stuff, show-wise, kind of ended when he left Friday, but Dave's been a Mick guy, I think.
Day one.
And Mutt is a Mick critic, so I'd be curious to hear what you guys have to say. Mutt, go ahead.
Yeah, I like Mick, the basketball coach. The Mick on the show, that was a complete lie about Justin. And I think he used this excuse of Justin trying to sabotage him as a reason not to take the job. He doesn't want to say to you, I don't want to move. It's not enough money. I don't want to work for Justin. So, and rather than just like a man say, I don't want it, he used this as the excuse. That's what I heard when he came in on Friday. That's why he sort of stormed off, because he sort of ran out of ways to say that Justin sucked. And eventually he yelled at Justin and just walked away. But I don't think that Justin thinks real. I thought he made it up to not take the job and didn't want to tell you he didn't want to take the job. That's how I read it the last week or so.
I thot of
Sorry, I was looking at
something.
the official world golf ranking page. I wasn't paying attention. Go ahead.
You asked him.
I know, but I was just I wanted to look at it. I want to see how far Matsuyama went up on the old rate. That's a fair thing to look at.
That's
no?
a good effort by him without his caddy yesterday.
What is this? Are we have facial hair going on here?
I get summer beard going right now, yeah.
Summer beard.
Summer
Looks
beard,
good.
yeah. Thank you, buddy.
Let me see.
Very tan, too.
Nobody asked that. Is that a,
Thank you.
is that a goatee?
No, it's a full
Is that a
beard.
Mick goatee?
Here. No, it's a full beard.
Oh, it doesn't really show on the side.
I haven't
that much
shaved it
here.
for like 2.5 weeks.
You have that much hair, and that's all you can grow in 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, it's not that thick. And
I'm
if I
surprised.
shaved today for the show, all the razor bumps would have been there. Would have been disgusting. So
Okay. Well,
I
thank
kept
you.
it going.
Thank you for that story.
You're welcome.
Dave, go ahead.
Mick was not compensated to go on the trip with you guys, was he not?
Oh, here we go.
No, I'm just saying. He did that.
He had 2 slices of pizza. What
The
do
guy
you
had
understand?
like 20 wings. What do you? I don't
I'm
understand.
asking a question.
No,
Was he an employee of the show at that time?
he was not.
He was a candidate to be producer, right? So you would think, because he doesn't work for the show, that maybe Justin would have had a little bit of class and not ratted him out.
Oh.
That's just a guy, he's applying for a job. You don't do that to friends, and you don't do that
I don't like
to
their-
applicants.
I don't like their friends.
I don't know if they're friends.
Okay. But you shouldn't do that to an acquaintance.
You're saying as the boss, you shouldn't be doing. In the
think you should-
producer,
I think you should-
if you were the A producer, which you've been,
Yeah.
if you were on the trip with Mick, you wouldn't have done that.
I wouldn't have read the text about his girlfriend. No, I would not have.
Okay. Would you have talked about the burner account and all the drugs Mick?
That was after I understand Justin's logic there about, Mick baited him with the rat me out thing. But Mick's got a lot to work with. I don't think he needed to go there. Like,
Maybe
he
the
could've
drugs to Mick were prescribed by Dr. Foray of Trinidad and Tobago, where he's a practicing doctor right now. Did you see that controvery? Did you see this, Mike? Did you see this, Justin?
He's not a real doctor.
I did, yes. Foray has been
He's
in
been to
Florida since 2019.
Since
Oh
2019.
my God.
But that could, I'm gonna call telehealth on that one. It's possible, no?
For Crohn's?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or
It's
he could have an
possible.
office
Definitely
here.
possible.
Yes,
I don't
yes.
know.
I mean, I
yes.
think
I don't
that's.
know how that works.
I've heard that that's illegal. I don't think he can like Zoom with people.
Oh, is that true?
Like he has to be licensed here.
Well, he could be
rumors.
licensed here, though.
Oh, he could still be licensed.
Yes,
here, yeah,
Dr. Frey is I'm not going to.
Dr. Frey, he's a Crohn's specialist.
There you go.
How would he
Justin.
know,
I'm
Dr.
watching the
Frey,
Justin pause
you know?
period in between the. Well, it could seem 10 years ago.
Oh, okay. So you're not saying he never had Crohn's.
No, he has Crohn's. He has Crohn's. He has Crohn's.
I
Why-
have moderate to severe Crohn's disease.
Yeah.
I heard speculation that he doesn't have Crohn's.
From who?
I think men are sick.
Oh, I know. Yes. Yeah, I believe Mick has. Mick is definitely looking sickly. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Did you talk to Mick over the weekend, Justin?
No, I've not.
No.
No contact with the Mixter.
Okay, how you feeling?
I feel good.
Yeah? You feel fine with everything?
Yeah, I feel good.
Okay, good. You got exactly what you wanted.
Got his kill.
Yep.
I did think of something from the drive that made me think, oh, maybe Mick was planning something like this
Go ahead.
the whole time. Early, I believe this was on the way to the Dakotas. So it was like earlier in the drive.
Excuse me.
Justin was doing one of his bits where he's singing Taylor Swift really loud.
Ugh.
And me and Mick both have our headphones in.
Worst.
And I guess Mick tweeted about it and didn't say anything to us.
Yeah.
And so I made a joke about it on one of the live streams. And I made a joke that I was like, I handled it like an adult. Mick ran to Twitter and Mick laughed about it. And I never thought anything of it.
Yeah.
But when I thought of it yesterday and I was like, oh, maybe Mick was already planning to hate Justin. You know what I mean? Like the fact that he didn't say anything to us, he just went to Twitter and was like, Justin's making us listen to this stuff. Maybe he already had in his mind, I don't like this guy. Not saying it's fake, but that he had going in like, I'm not going to like Justin by the end of this. Does that make sense?
Definitely possible.
Yeah.
Tickets for the next Kirk Min show on sale. Jeff D. Lowe, the reigning Minifan of the year. Contest. I'll comp 3 tickets with proof of purchase in Photoshop drawing AI of either album art for Mikey Grabbag, Song About Me, or B, me and KMS Coleman playing basketball. I'll come to you. I'll pick the 3 best. He has a picture of Mutt's AI basketball photograph.
He's got a lot of run. Greg Poehler loves that too.
He does. So there you go. Thank you, Jeff.
Well,
That's why he's the number 1 Minifan in the world right now.
Did Mick reach out to you at all this weekend?
I talked to Mick. No, not since no. I think Mick should take a break. Like we got to figure it out. Relax. We've all been there. Everyone in this world is, just take it easy. He'll be back. Mick will be back.
I think that's just Mick. I don't think that's like.
He seemed, in sitting in here the other day, he seemed particularly unsettled. I thought for him.
Well, the lie about that he was like just around
Yeah.
Boston.
He came here
He's just,
clearly
he's just
for
hanging out.
And
Just hanging out early.
he looked a little off. Best to take a few weeks and just relax. Everything will be here when you get back. No rush. I think. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, but yeah, I mean, really, since I felt like Minifans were peak crazy, maybe 4 years, but now I feel like all of a sudden they're just back. Like we're back in crazy town now. We saw it Friday, which we'll get to on Mike and the Minifans. Of course, we saw it. I get a call Friday, I think, from Montante. He just calls me. He's like, this golf thing's just not working out. That's great. I'm like, yeah, really? He's like, yeah, he's like, he gave me this long story. He's like, I called the course and the guy who answered the phone was clearly the guy. And I was like, hey, it's Mike from the Kirk Minahan show, which I don't know how I feel about that, but okay. And the guy's like, let me see if he's around. He's like, the guy got back on the phone. He's like, yeah, he's not here right now. That whole thing. And I'm like, well,
so
the good news is Montante's backup course is the same course. So he can
Call him again?
Yeah, just try it again. It has a different name.
wait, so are you saying he wasn't talking to someone from the golf course?
No, he called the golf course.
Right.
The guy who answered the phone, Montante thinks was clearly the guy he was dealing with, but then pretended it wasn't him because he didn't want to talk to Montante. Which is probably every conversation Montante has. But
It'd be great if that wasn't the case.
you just call the wrong number. That's also possible. So it seems like part of this huge weekend in Saco, Maine, which includes Steve Robinson's, if you want to go see his documentary series, our show on Saturday night, and the golf tournament. It seems like right now, one of those 3 at least is in jeopardy. The other one, I don't know what's going on. You have our show. Who knows with us? So I don't know the status of the golf tournament on Friday. Call Montante. See what he has to say.
I'm going to say, I was DMing with Montante this morning, so
I
I can't
believe
provide
that.
an update.
You
No, you blew this out of proportion. Actually, here's what happened.
What are you talking about? He basically was like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, what do you want me to do? Like, you fucking people, People call Mark Maron about when things like this go. I don't know. What do you want me to do?
I think he wants you to just step in and handle it.
I'll just play golf. I don't really.
I think he wants someone to take this off his hands.
But this was his project.
Right.
Yeah.
Why is he acting like it's complicated? By the way, like even the getting the groups together
he's
and
actually
paying
not.
for it.
I think he's saying it's not complicated. But now even this part, I don't know why. Is he on or no?
Calling him now.
All right. I don't know why it's so hard. It's like I don't know. I want to play with the Mutnanskis.
Vikings in that Friday, I think.
What?
I think the Viking will play that Friday.
Who's the Viking?
My dad.
What?
Why is he called?
He's the Viking. He's got curly red hair. We've called him the Viking for a long time.
I've never, ever heard you reference him that. Ever,
I've definitely
not
called
once
him
in
the Viking to you on the phone.
You
Absolutely.
slipped that in so well.
You have not ever.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You're test running this. The Viking.
It works. It plays, Mike. It plays.
If my brother would talk to me, we could call and ask him. But that's
Viking.
Your call has been forwarded to.
What are you talking about?
I feel like I've definitely called him the Viking to you before.
You've never.
My brother
ever,
and I called him the Viking. It's been 20 years.
Your
ago.
father looks. Your dad's a very nice man.
Curly red hair.
Your dad looks nothing
the
like
Viking.
a Viking.
I know. We said it. We were like 15, 20 years old, whatever it was, and it stuck.
20 years old, you started calling your dad a Viking?
It was in high school.
Justin
yeah.
looks like a Viking more than
He
your
does.
dad.
Well,
You were 20 in high
there's
school?
some red hair there. Yeah.
Yeah, it was, probably. I assume he was in high school when he was 20. Well,
I graduated on time.
your
actually.
dad doesn't have red hair still.
He does, yeah.
No, he does not.
No, he did at that point. It's now gone, basically. But he did have like thick, curly red hair in his prime.
He's not like a big guy though.
No, he's a little guy.
But I think of Vikings is. Don't you guys think of Vikings as big guys?
No, I think it's a
Burly
spindly
man.
little.
Yeah, the Minnesota Vikings. I don't think of your
He was
dad.
kind of jacked back in his hunting days. He was a short, jacked guy with some red hair, yeah.
This is
called him
very
Viking.
similar to the Jack Coleman experience, where we assumed he
Oh,
was
Mutt
a
goes in that
massive-
room. He just starts making shit up. The Viking.
The Saudis attacked my house.
The Viking.
That glass was broken, not by me.
Your dad call you. Did you have a relationship with your dad where you call him like Viking to his face when you're 15 or no?
Yes. We
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Yeah, I was
we
able to do that.
Yeah.
No.
We did.
Okay, but your dad's not tall, right?
No, he's probably about my height.
Yeah, 5'4", 5'5".
Oh, fuck off.
I'm just saying. Jeez. Is he shrinking yet or no?
Yeah, both my parents have done a little shrinking. My grandmother definitely was doing some shrinking at the end, so I think it goes in our family.
No, I think it's everybody when they get older. Mutt.
I didn't know if it was. I didn't know if it was everybody. But yes, they.
He's a fucking idiot. in this room. I think I might want to hire him. It's amazing how stupid he is in there. Yeah, their hair gets grayer and they get wrinkles on their face.
Yeah, it's a
Like
Mutnansky family
tradition. The Viking. How do you think a Viking talks?
Hi guys.
It wasn't to do with the way he speaks. It was the fucking
I
hair.
needed the stool
That's it.
to stand up and look at you eye to eye.
Would you like it? $20 for pizza.
Jesus. So I don't know what's going on with the golf tournament. I mean, I'll play in it. You're going to play, right? What?
Yeah, I'm scheduled to play. Yes.
All right. Are you going up Cullinane the Saco?
I don't know. I'll be a judgment call. Day of, maybe.
Judgment call.
Judgment call.
Is that what you say? Judgment decision?
I don't
Game
know.
time decision?
Just a decision.
Last minute decision?
Well, it's not Matt Siegel. I mean, yeah,
Right.
we'll do the best we can. Any shows lately for you?
No, I don't believe so.
No.
Nothing.
Didn't get the movies yet or no? Not yet.
Yes.
Good
we
time
just saw the
killer.
new, good time. We just saw the new Minions movie.
Oh,
on
Despicable Me.
vacation. Yep.
Yep. Inside Out too.
Inside Out 2 we saw. That was emotional. I cried during that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
It was a great one.
Nice to see a polar have some success.
Yep.
Yeah, that was nice, right? Yeah. Yeah. You cried during it?
Yeah, it was emotional. The last
Really?
the last half of it. Yeah. That girl goes through a lot. Teens, you know.
They're gonna do the whole thing. They're gonna be like 12 of
So
those.
true.
She'll be a grandmother. Like
Oh,
when this thing
definitely.
we'll be like 80. I'll be dead by then. But anyway, what was I gonna say? There was something else golf tournament related. I forgot.
Well, you wanted like a legit golf tournament, right? Like you
Well,
wanted to sell the holes a little bit. Did you want to do
well,
longest
I wa-
drive sponsors?
Well, like if we want to do it, like I'd rather just wait till next spring and just
do it
Like,
right.
I don't know. Mike Montante putting together a golf tournament where he wrote down Dutch Elm twice for the two golf courses doesn't sound great.
Is he legitimate to you?
It does. I don't know. It just seems like he wants to play golf with his friends, which is fine. But
Right.
you know, I go to Augusta. I try and go every year. Fred Ridley, the chairman, I don't see him out there with Scotty Scheffler playing and Tom Kim on the 12th hole.
But there's something I don't understand. So this guy's pretending he's like, "Hello, I'm not the guy you talked to originally."
Yes.
He was like, "That guy doesn't exist anymore." Like,
No. Montante's saying that guy just doesn't want to have the tournament, which, again, I don't know why that would be.
He's
Right.
dicking Mike around. Like he said he would call him by a certain day, and it's now been
he's messaging him
4 or
about
5
that.
days
Right,
afterwards.
there we go.
Yeah, I reached out.
Wojnarowski.
I
So
wanna
he
see if I
tried
can
to
help.
he tried to do like a handshake deal. Like he
Well,
tried
call
to do,
Dutch Elm. Let's see what's going on. I don't want to see it. I don't know why we're dicking around here. I don't, Montante can't close this.
Hello, this is not Montante's friend.
It's tough to be a golf course and pretend you're on the golf course and you answer the phone. That's tough, bad for business, but I get it. If you ever talk to Montante, I don't blame them. I saw his name on the phone. I was like, oh, God.
Morning, Dutch Elm. Dennis, may I help you?
Hi, Dennis. This is Kirk Minahan. How are you?
Good. You?
Good, thank you. I guess, Justin, can you explain it to him? This is my producer. I'm sorry. You're live on the air, Dennis. Go ahead.
Were you reached out by a Michael Montante to host a golf tournament there September 20th?
Friday, September 20th.
I just work in the pro shop. I'm not.
Oh, who would do that, Dennis? Do you know?
Well, it would be probably the pro or the owner,
Oh, what's the pro's name? Do you know? I assume you do.
Jeremy.
That's the name, Jeremy. That's the name. Is he around or no?
He's out on the course at the moment.
Oh, he is? Okay. Huh. All right. Do you have any idea what time it'll be done?
I'm not sure.
Oh. Did you watch the golf yesterday?
I did.
Matsuyama, Jesus. Crazy, right?
Well, he pulled it out.
Yeah, there you go, Dennis. Thank you. As do we all. Thank you, buddy. Wish Mike's father had. Thank you. The Viking. But the Vikings come. They're not pulling out, right?
No, that's right.
I mean, I assume.
No, yeah, the Viking
children
is
are made.
not.
I assume
Yes.
that's what happened. Yeah.
I mean, that's exactly right. That's exactly how children are made. You're right.
Skull.
The Viking. Well, you ever see your dad on a boat? What a moment that must have been.
We were kids. We did a trip to Maryland. We did a fishing boat.
Okay.
Some crabbing with our neighbors.
Just
who
killed
lived
him with
down there.
spears, your dad?
Yeah, he did.
Just jump in
Yep.
with
Good
his
to be
bare
out on the
hands?
sea.
We already had the helmet he put on.
The Viking. Did you ever think of becoming a Vikings fan?
I have not. My son loves Jefferson, but I'm not.
Oh, he
a
does?
Vikings fan. Yeah.
Is he related to Sean Jefferson or no? Should I
don't
know
think
that?
so, no.
Okay. George Jefferson?
Yes, cousins. Yeah.
They're all related, right, Justin? Yes, he's been known to say on the road.
Right. Yes.
Jesus.
He's fucking.
Do you think Justin said the N-word on the road, Dave, or no?
I don't believe Justin would talk like that personally. Maybe family members though.
Under my
Yeah.
breath.
Under's. What are you
That's
gonna
what
do?
he said. He said, under my breath. I was muttering
sit
it
next to you.
myself. Maybe, but you think
Maybe when he was driving. Who knows?
It's true. I was in the back. I wouldn't have been able to hear.
That's what I'm saying. See, I'm just saying. I'm just asking questions. That's all.
So Mick is producing the Case season 3, right?
I don't.
You were alluding to some
That's how I
special
took it as
project.
well,
know.
if we're being
Distorted
honest.
Truth was a great podcast.
pull,
He did a
Cully.
great job on that.
Maybe the Deserted Truth comes to the network. I'm
Ooh.
just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Rebranding.
I'm just saying. Who knows? I'm
Your
just.
Mentor's Network or the Beanbag Ron
Who
Network?
knows?
Who's to say?
Oh, we'll get to Dickbag Ron in a second. Don't you worry. Don't you worry
no.
about that. Don't
That's
you
why I'm
worry
here
about
today.
that. Don't
Hello
you
to
worry.
everybody watching right now. on the Beanbag Ron Network.
Hang in. We'll do our best to compete with you guys. Yeah, what is going on with Beanbag Ron?
He's stream sniping you? Is that what's happening?
Yes, what the fuck? I built my own audience. This asshole, this drug. I hope he falls off the fucking wagon, first of all. What is he doing? He's off the team season 2 if we play again.
Oh, cut the shit.
Somebody else can shoot 26%. He's off the team
He's
season
the
2.
MVP.
Okay, sure, right.
He was.
He's off the team season 2. Sorry, Cullinane. I know you're
Yeah, but he helped bring a crowd to the
I know
game.
you're jerking off to his mother, but
just
sorry,
saying.
he's out.
He brought bodies to support the team.
He's out. I
so-
know, believe me. I know
Sure
you know.
did.
that. I hate Beanbag Ron.
Why?
Did I ask for him to come to the studio the other day?
No.
He was a zip. You know, go on your own network. Leave me alone. Playing traffic.
Sounds like that's what he's doing.
True or false? You go play.
False.
Go ahead,
False.
defend him.
False. He's trying to do a show where people can watch the show a
While
second
the
time
show's going on.
with you. No,
While
he
the
said-
show's going on.
He said, well, to be fair, his stream.
While
his
you're
stream
talking, you've talked to him offline, right?
I watched his stream on Saturday.
Loser. Go ahead.
I admit that.
Had to be. It was dreadful, right?
It was really good. He was very into it. He's kept asking, is this on YouTube? Were you not on YouTube? Were you on YouTube? He asked like 50 times.
He's one of these guys. I forgot. He's like, he's in that group with those guys who hate the show. I forgot he's a show hater. Originally, he's a show hater.
He doesn't hate the show.
At his core, he's a show hater. He's Dickbag Ron.
He wants to produce content for fans of this show and kind of do a show with them. He's going to watch
There's a
along
video
afterwards.
jumping off the Golden Gate
I'll-
Bridge. I've seen those on YouTube. I'll retweet that. What are we doing here? Another guy off the tit. These people make me nuts. By the way, go subscribe to Blind Mike. No problem.
Yes.
That's fine. And Blind Mike project on YouTube. He's built his own audience. It's not going head to head.
Yeah.
It's not going doing it while I'm on the air.
Certainly not.
No, I mean, he would if he got a couple of
if I had
subscriptions
to,
out
I
of
guess,
it.
yeah.
He gets in his way. No, I like Ron. Whatever. But I like Ron. But what is he doing at the same time the show's on?
I thought it was a watch along after the show airs.
Well,
Like,
we'll
go back.
see.
He's
on
like
probation right
You can't
now.
play the full video like that.
No, without express written permission. Correct.
But why
Justin
couldn't
Trudell.
Consent.
Couldn't you
Consent.
also just do it for the network? Or no?
Yeah, but who wants to watch? He's dreadful anyway. I mean, I like Ron. But he's a drip. I mean, who wants to watch that?
Made me laugh a couple times in here.
Oof. I mean, knock yourself out. I like the guy, but that sounds like a hideous program.
Beanbag Ron.
Oh, yeah, but I'm just
Gets me
saying.
juiced up.
Jesus Christ. I don't know. Very frustrating. But this is what happens, Dave. You know, these people get a little taste, a little fame, and off they go. Off they go to the races. This is why the core Minifans of the world, the Justin Trudells, the Tim and Cannons, the Pat Gilroys, the guys who, from the start, have been with us. You know, thank you very much. Thank you. Like I'm back in New Hampshire. I mean, just thank you so much. Just keep in mind, this is a guy who Mike Geary was like going at people on Twitter defending like 5-6 years ago. Pat Gilroy.
Was I?
Yeah, you're like, fuck you. Somebody found an old tweet where you were like getting mad at
Oh,
somebody
that's
about
right.
Gilroy.
Yeah.
I saw it.
Well, this is that's part of the reason I'm here today.
Well, yes, I saw this.
I
saw
have
this. I
a
saw your
request
tweet
I'd like to make of you.
to cancel Mike and the Minifans.
Well, I consider myself to Mike and the Minifans the way Scorsese was to Boardwalk Empire. You know, my name's on it, but
Sure.
I don't really do anything.
Yeah, no, I understand.
You're HBO, so you can put the kibosh
You're
on
like
that.
Tyler Perry.
But I have some demands I'd like to make for Mike and the Minifans.
Okay.
Either a host is implemented that cares about the show
Okay.
as much or more than I did,
Uh huh.
or
You mean at the end? At the end, while you're doing it, or at the beginning?
the whole time.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Or my name is taken off, and it's just called And the Minifans.
Wow.
No.
No to both.
No, both.
Damn it. Well, I tried.
I appreciate the effort. I happen to agree with you. I think it's time that show has to get its ass in gear.
Yeah.
And that's who's the CEO of the network?
John from Scranton.
John from Scranton. He's got to get his shit together.
Right.
You know, too busy staying up all night the night before doing coke.
I reached
doing
out
shows
to him.
with Jay. Like,
He
get your
assured
shit
me
together.
changes would be made. I don't know if I believe that, but
Okay.
he said they'd get their asses in line.
I mean, this was a disgrace of the high. I bailed. I still have not heard the entire Gilroy screed yet. I don't think I'm mentally there. I don't think I can do it. But this was on the heels of a huge Friday show.
Sure.
Mick losing his mind. Just a crazy week. Somebody bails out. Nobody knows what's going on. Is Justin an asshole? Is Justin not an asshole? What's Mike's role in this? Mick loses his mind. Instead, we have Pat Gilroy talking about the basketball team. What is he? What?
And very like seriously hurt by it.
Pat Beebe, why don't you show together on Venus and just leave me alone? Oh God! I mean, Justin? What is this? You're Gilroy. You're a Gilroy guy. What is going on here?
I think he feels so.
So is Mutt, by the way.
I would get there's some parts of that screed that he had that are a little rough.
You never used the word screed until I said it. Just did you?
I probably just repeated it.
Okay, go ahead.
Probably. I've never heard it in my life until 10 seconds ago. Now it's been used twice.
The radio stuff he got into.
I love stupid producer Mutt. This might be my favorite Mutt.
I liked him going at Justin. The radio thing where he's got to get on his soapbox and talk about 25 years of radio. And
He started doing that again?
Oh, later in the show, big time. That's where he lost me.
There's a guy who was a 0 in radio. If I was a 10 at my peak and Mutt was a 6 at his peak or whatever. 7.
Thank you. Hard
7
7.
to odd number.
Hard 7.
Before then, closer to 4 than 8. Gilroy was a 0. And I'm not saying as an asshole. They're just like, he was a night guy.
Well, he was never a daily guy.
The guy brought fucking Mike in the night. Like, we're not talking about it.
Yeah, when he had the right partner, I thought it was pretty electric.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Forgetting that. Right. Gilroy and Blind Mike was a 10.
Sure.
It was a 20.
Yeah.
But like, so what? So somebody set this up for me. Mutt, go ahead.
So Mike and the Minifans starts, and they're sort of dragging their feet until Gilroy gets there, and he shows up, I guess, like a few minutes late. They claim they're about to rip him.
PRC is this is on the Kirk Minihane YouTube channel. Yes. Most people watching don't know this. I know that, or listening to the podcast later really don't know. PRC is his name. He seems like a nice fella.
Like him, yes.
And I do like Ron, but Ron's you can understand why I'm down on Ron right now. Somebody else was on. I forget his name. Absolutely terrible.
Luke. The Sports Chad was
Random
a new guy.
Sports
I don't know,
Chad.
Random Sports
Nice
Chad.
guy, new guy. I don't want to bang on new guys. You know, I like when new people come in. The other guy, Luke, was terrible. So they're just waiting for Patrick Gilroy. Like, they think they're getting, like, you understand this? Like Bruce Springsteen showing up or something. Like, who gives a fuck? He doesn't listen to the show. He doesn't care about the show. He's doing this to further his thing.
Hey, he called you out the other day for that.
Yes, I saw that. Like, just go away. So then he just starts. Yeah, how long is this story?
13 minutes.
I think everyone have to go. We have to listen. Everyone has to get through this together.
To a man, yeah, I don't want to put everything
Great way to
based on the
start.
Twitter reaction, but the Twitter reaction from the Minifans was pretty fucking positive. Like, in a world where there's a lot of negativity.
First of all, congratulations. Like, you're the first guy ever who came on the first time and people thought you were good. I think you're going to feel the fourth time. Like, God, do I hate that. I hate that. Just the fact that he knows that is bad.
To a man.
That's bad. To a man. To a man. Go ahead.
The overall reaction was, we want to see him back. He was a good third chair.
Can I be honest?
that
Like, I'm not saying
and as
I thought he sucked. Obviously, I thought he sucked. How many times have I asked him to come on since, Justin?
0.
Zero. Like, I just thought he sucked. I don't mean that. Like, some people are good. Some people suck. Mike's good. Collinane's here. He's good. Justin's good. Like, Gilroy sucked.
I disagree in a different way. I thought the reaction...
Much terrific.
The reaction was not, we want him back. It was, we need him back. Get me Gilroy.
There was a little bit of that.
Or I'll die.
There was a little bit of that. You're right. Now, I misspoke. Go ahead. I apologize.
At show, I played basketball in high school. I played in
This is crazy.
Actually, I heard this part. I heard this part. This is what I mean. This show lately, Mick, this guy, people are Beanbag Ron, Snell. People are breaking again. We're back. We're back to 2019. We're fucking back. We're breaking people.
Oh, goody.
I know Justin's about to snap in half. I could just tell. It's in the air. Yes, it's in the air.
Even
I'm going to be stuck with that guy as my fucking producer. Me and Mutt.
Quidditch guy's back there.
Quidditch guy. Me, Mutt, and Quidditch guy.
Oh, the core 3.
Whose name on these Google files is called the real Quidditch guy.
Good.
That's great.
It's like beyond like Batman Begins or these like origin stories where they see the like Mike is back in his he's gonna walk, he's gonna see like a fencing costume with a fence. Like it's time again.
Oh God.
He's gonna start rising up. Like we're I think we're back to peak and I don't even know why. Like we're not in any battles. We're not even doing why is everyone snapping?
Maybe there's a pandemic coming? I don't know.
There is. There's a
monkeypox.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
We're about to shut down again.
Jack Cullinane is fucked. Like I don't even like why is this happening?
I think when you see somebody else melt down, it brings out the worst in other people. Maybe,
Yeah. You could be right because this is like it's just all of a sudden just started happening.
Right.
Like I wouldn't be surprised if my Todd texts me. What the fuck you man? I'm sorry. I can't do a fucking golf tournament. Fuck you. You just everyone's just losing their minds right now.
Well, it was good for Gilroy to prove that he listens to the show by bringing up a 4-month-old argument and having no takes.
Yeah, what's he? Go ahead. This is nuts. You are right.
good. All right, I'm a chubby white guy from New England, but I was good enough to play.
But I'll fight
and
like hell.
44 years old, I still play in my men's league here in town.
When I say to you, this sounds like a story from 4 years ago. The basketball team, I know these guys. It's like for guys like Mutt, these guys still message each other.
I
all
miss
the time.
practice.
I don't think about it other than my finger still being broken. I don't care. It's over. It's the way the show works is you move on to the next thing. You laugh about it, you tell jokes, but not Pat Gilroy.
But he's about to blame Justin for something you
It's like
said.
Dennis Hopper and Hoosiers. You can't get over this fucking missed shot.
You said on the show, you were like, well, Gilroy won't be on the team just because he's not really part of the
I've
show.
said
He's
like
on
10
once.
times, but it's almost like he doesn't listen to the show.
But people, this is what people do is they build up. They don't really want to blame you because then if they go after you, they think they have no chance of getting back on.
Right.
So they say, oh, it's all Justin's fault. Justin dictates who's on the show.
Oh, we've been there before.
Kind of like
Dave's been there
we've
before.
been there.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And this builds Justin back up a little bit.
Well, Justin is becoming quietly the most hated person, not in the Minifan, in the world.
Probably.
I think he's up there, right? Like he's playing the master game right now. Because I said to him at least 10 times, we need Gilroy tonight. This is a Gilroy night.
Well, it makes the most sense. Justin, more than any Dave or Steve or Coleman, has more of a relationship with you where it does feel like he wants more from, like he wants to coddle you in a way, like protect you from the outside world.
We're partners.
Yeah.
It's a show. I mean, he has,
Sure.
he has equity. So go ahead.
As part of that show, it was right when basketball first came out, and Kirk flat out asked me, he said, do you want to be a part of the
Flat
team?
out. I didn't fuck around with
Damn
that question.
straight I do. And we had a joke.
Enough fucking around, Gilroy.
You're in or you're out.
Don't you fuck me on this.
Shut up about the candy. Do you want in?
At least the story won't lead into the world of candy and stuff like that, right? I'm sure.
right.
It's not going to get silly, is it?
Right.
It's going to stay serious. Go ahead. Good.
Was the next Thursday. Coincidentally, I was traveling for the biggest candy show.
I don't mean like I feel bad because it's like not a serious. It's his job, but it's just funny that he sells candy.
It makes
He just sells lollipops.
I would love.
It's selling anything. It's just a sales job that he has. It's just funny that he puts
But
candy
he
in
sells
it because it
suckers.
sounds
But it's
mythical.
It's happy.
Yeah, he's like Willy Wonka. He's selling lollipops to people, which Mutt could have had that job.
You should have taken that.
I know.
Go ahead. Sorry, Pat.
As all year long the next week. And he said, "Can you make it?" I said, "I can't promise you because the show
I'm training
ends
for the
Thursday.
Candy Olympics."
The game's Thursday night. I don't think I can make it, but I promise you I will be there no matter come hell or high water for the other 5 out of the 6 games, all the practices, whatever you need." So while I'm at the candy show, I am
No, wait, that's
participating
not
at this
true. He said he would be there for the first game. He was like, at first he was like, well, maybe I can make it. And then you go, what is this maybe shit? And he goes, I'll make it.
He said he was going to
I
fly
remember-
back for the game.
Yeah,
Yes.
I remember going,
Yes.
wow, that's intense.
Dedication.
Yeah.
Justin and Coleman put me into a group chat with the whole team, and we're going back and forth, and it's like a little obnoxious. There's like a lot of stuff going on. These guys have way too much free time on their hands, but it's going back and forth all day long. I'm at the
Do you think
candy
these
show,
guys?
and
Do
are
you think the PMC is that his name?
PRC. The real PRC.
Do you think the other guys are like almost like afraid they think like Gilroy was on EEI at one point, so they can't interrupt him?
He's the master.
Because if somebody like
He's got the radio voice.
Kane was telling a story like that, you'd be like, "Just fucking finish the fucking story." Yes.
I don't know
Right?
if these guys would have done that, though, based on
No.
the other half hour of the show.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't hear much. Go ahead. I like PRC though.
asking me like, what's it like? So I'm sending videos and pictures, and here's my booth, and fat guys, you want to go over here? Here's the Doritos booth, and we got M&M's Mars over here. Like they saw it all.
Did you see it all, Justin? Can you confirm that?
That's the craziest
Will
part of the
confirm.
rant.
Did see it all. He showed off many a booth at this
Was
convention.
anybody asking for these pictures? Who would be asking for
Maybe.
this?
Again,
Hey, send me a picture of the Doritos booth.
But again, he's complaining that these guys have too much time on their hands, and now he's taking pictures of candy booths and sending it to them to play along in their fun little chat, and then ripping them for it afterwards.
it's more of a real
right.
job than I've ever had, but it is just funny to hear a man go, I showed them the Doritos. I showed them the marshmallows. The nerds ropes.
But somebody's requesting this, Justin? I can see Justin asking for that, honestly, though.
I'm checking now.
All right, go ahead.
Was not only he not only had visibility to it, he was an active participant in the conversation.
Oh my
he
God.
knew
Wow.
that I wasn't going to be able to make that Thursday game.
Justin.
And the son of a bitch on the Friday show had the balls to say to Kirk, "You know who I'm disappointed in? It's Gilroy."
Hold
Not
on.
because
Hold
he
on.
didn't make
This is my favorite part of the show in a weird way is like a moment like that I have no memory of, but for another human being, it's like a big
It meant
moment.
everything.
Yeah, it's a big moment. Like it happens every once in a while. I have no idea that happened. I'm sure it did. I have no memory of that.
I do remember it. And I remember, I don't think I was in that day because I was at home and I remember I gasped.
Yes, yeah, you grab your chest. I don't.
I said, but Gilroy's always been so good to me. Why?
Why'd he do this to us?
How could he?
We might have won the game. The guy played in college. Go ahead, Gilroy. How far into the story are
Well,
we?
because
We're like 2 minutes into.
How much left?
There's a lot.
Okay, we're doing this.
he wasn't cheering us on Twitter. There was no online presence. No, Gilroy was on a fucking flight, desperately trying to make it back to make that.
Wait a minute, hold
first
on. He
game.
said he wasn't going to make
So
the
then,
game.
I had a gun to the pilot's head.
Let's roll. Like what? Go ahead.
the next day, it comes up as, okay, we've got to practice on a Saturday. Well, I've got my 2 kids, but I said, you know what? I called my ex-wife, who is the world's biggest cunt, and I said, you have to take the kids because I need to go to basketball practice. So she actually agreed for the first time in 5 years of divorce to take the kids when I wasn't responsible for them.
She said,
I'm telling
Patrick,
you.
just do one thing for me. Win. Patrick, in 5 years, there's never been a moment this big. This is your time.
Yeah, I see some flaws in this story.
Now go out there and take it.
I think she's the biggest cunt.
Until that moment.
So, that does. I mean, even when it comes to a moment like that, you have to at that point say, okay, you're right. Yes, we hate each other, but there's a practice today at 1:00. Get in the car.
Patrick Ford will need to take a break. Who will replace him?
I found the.
Oh, good. Okay.
So, I'd send. We have a bye. This is when we first thought we had a bye. We have a bye week 1. First game will be next week. Patrick Gilroy just says out of nowhere. He just says live view from the trade show booth, and then
That felt like something. It felt like something that nobody asked.
So nobody
for.
asked for it.
Yeah. Right.
Does anyone ever say, "Hey, how's the candy show"?
Pat Ford says that car's kind of badass.
Loser.
Gussie Bullshit says, if the job is there, Pat, I'm your guy. I'm serious. Lol.
Fucking unbelievable. Fucking show is unbelievable.
That thing looks like a bus to me. Patrick Gilroy says there is a bus and a Barbie Corvette. Beanbag Ron says the Dum Dum section has to be mobbed.
This feels like Tim and Canton writing fan fiction. Like it just like everyone's playing their role correctly.
A video? We got a video too?
Beanbag Rondo says, can we see your booth so Gus can start practicing? And there's a video of it. Let me see.
Phil Donahue was dead, Dave.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Yep.
How old is he?
He was 88.
Yeah, he had a good run.
Great run. Great, huge,
Just showing
big,
the booth.
big
We
bar.
love Barbies, yeah.
Not a great audio one, Justin. Big Pat Minahan guy, Phil Donahue. Huge.
The
Phil
original
Donahue fan.
Oprah, kind of.
Yes. Oh, for sure.
Oh,
yeah.
definitely. Was he on before or after Sally Jesse Raphael?
You mean like in history? Like
No. Yeah, like he wasn't his show like right after hers?
like started? You mean began or like time of day?
Time
or
of
when-
day. Like yeah, you would watch them back to back typically.
there was a
I think.
block
Probably
there, yeah,
right.
you're right.
I mean, he started her before she did. Like
Yeah.
like in terms of history, but yeah, maybe. Yeah. He'd go around with the microphone. I was a Phil Donahue guy. 88 years old, good run. Married to Marlo Thomas.
He'd be happy to know a clip of him made it into an episode of Why You Laughing before he died.
Oh, is that true?
Yes.
Where was that?
He interviewed Mr. Bill Cosby.
Oh, wow. He had Rickles and Newhart on together too once.
Oh.
Yes, actually good. It's on YouTube if you want to watch it. Yeah.
All right.
There you go. Anyways, so continue with Gilroy. I'm sorry. More important.
You hear. Okay. So I say to Justin, oh, that's just a bit. He doesn't think I'm going to show. I'll be there. Then an hour later, I get a text. I'm halfway there.
Like
at this
today,
point.
right
It's
now,
an
if you
hour and a
rank
half from
them right now, Steve from Gloucester is like the 8th craziest Minifan. We're people don't understand when you're in the middle of we're in the middle of it right
That's
now.
interesting. I hadn't thought of it that way.
Yeah, he's quietly, he's kind of, I mean, he'll do something today now that I said his name.
Sure.
But these people are, I think Mutt's crazy on all of them. He's messaging Montante and messaging, I'm sure he messaged
Look where he's
Gilroy
sitting
at some
right
point. Yeah,
I
so-
talked to Gilroy. I do have some Steve stuff for you too.
Okay, go ahead. Let me hear more from Gilroy. I understand. Go get your Saco tickets as well, please.
Get a text from Coleman, who I'm a little bit cooler with because he's a little bit more mainstream and normal.
Yeah, he's
This is
cool.
where people get
And
crazy.
the cool guy.
Gilroy, I mean, Justin, maybe I'm wrong. Justin, how much have you interacted with Patrick Gilroy in your life?
Very minimally. Maybe like
This is where
5
people get
minutes.
crazy and they're just trying to appeal. Where they're like, he's like, listen, me and Justin have had my struggles, so I got a Coleman, the level-headed one.
I like the Coleman.
They've never interacted.
Coleman. I like the Coleman's like cool.
Hey,
He's
man.
mainstream.
Gilly.
Enough of the madness.
I was invited over Patrick Gilroy's house a couple weeks ago.
You were.
Yes, it was when I went up to Canobie Lake Park. I got a text message.
Were you at Canobie Lake Park again this weekend?
On Saturday I was, yes.
Okay.
I wanted to float.
But you didn't do any content from there.
No,
Okay. You just went up there to float.
just wanted to float.
What is a float?
So, can you just float around your pool?
I like they have a really nice lazy river.
Did you go by yourself?
Yeah, nice.
What an image.
Go ahead. Jesus.
He texted me. He said, hey, are you still solo at Canobie? I live 10 minutes from there. If you want to head my way when you leave, I'm happy to light the grill. I have beers, the hot tub, and pool.
This is a man who hated you at the
You
time.
are always welcome, Justin.
He thought that was a Coleman. He sent it to the wrong guy. Go ahead.
I said, I
No,
appreciate
I don't care about that. Gilroy.
Calls me and he says, look, Gilroy, we'll sort this out. Kirk doesn't want you here.
Look,
It
Gilroy,
all
look.
Now we know I'm cool.
Justin's crazy. Kirk's crazy. Let's just talk me and you, okay? We'll settle this bullshit, okay? You drop the kids back off to the cunt. We'll figure it out. Everything will be cool dooly by Thursday night, brother. You know what I mean?
Patty, I'm just letting the breeze flow through my hair. Patrick, why are you so stressed, my man? Just let life come to you, brother.
You're always very stressed out. Go ahead.
Patrick, in 1,000 years, what's the difference?
The world's got to end somewhere, man, you know? All right.
Back to, if you go back and you listen to the show that I was on,
Hold
when
on,
Justin
I'm sorry, Justin.
said on the air.
Unfortunately, I'm going to ask some Minifan to transcribe this entire thing. So get to work. Go ahead.
Kirk, I'm disappointed in Gilroy. He didn't support us on Twitter. Kirk said, fuck Gilroy. I didn't think he was going to show up to begin with. He's off the team.
I was correct,
And
by the way.
That's not how it happened.
Justin interjecting there
Uh-oh.
needlessly, I would have enjoyed the season with the team. And as
So hold
we
on.
know,
What he's saying
not
is, did you interject after I said that or before in his mind?
Apparently, we were going over the game. We were going over like
Yeah, who did?
stock up, stock down.
He didn't do anything on social media.
Yes.
Well, he could do something on an airplane very easily.
He was fighting like hell.
So he thought that he was like out of your mind. You were like, yeah, Gilroy was whatever. And I said, no.
Me and
I
you.
speak for you.
Yep.
I said, we're down on Gilroy. And you said, you know what? That makes sense. Gilroy's off the team.
You put me and Justin together, Mike, you get a real jerk. The Justin and Kirk combination.
Pilot, warp speed to Boston.
Mr. Gilroy, the weather's looking off. No! Land that plane!
The plane is hovering over the gym in Belmont.
Drop me! That starts 11 o'clock at night. Do it!
Yeah, we joke, but that would be a tremendous Josh call if that happened.
Oh, my God. You know we have one ready, too. Go ahead.
team member.
Are we almost done with this story?
So to hold
Where are we at, Mutt, with this story?
There's still more to go.
Okay, good.
Plenty.
me to a higher standard and to have this.
Gilroy,
false
you know what
narrative
Gilroy
that
is
I'm
ultimately?
not-
You know what he is, Dave? He's like, I'll say it, but I won't do it guy. This goes back to EEI. I said, if you do a show on a marathon on the treadmill, you can come and do a show, right? Did he do it?
He did not know.
Did not.
Wow.
He's a say it, won't do it guy. There are guys like that in the world. He's one of them. That's all.
Well, he's also a pass the buck guy. He doesn't want to go after you, so he's blaming Justin. That's what Mick did.
Right.
Blame Justin. Doesn't want to blame you.
Yeah, you can blame. You want to blame? Say blame me. He didn't want him on the team. He wasn't enough part of the show. Again, Mike could be on the team. He's part of the show. Dave could be on the team. He's part of the show. Justin could be on the team. He's part of the show. You know, Mutt's around, so we put him on the team.
Thank you.
It's fine. Yeah.
a Minifan or I don't follow the show or listen to the show. It's all Justin based. This guy
Starting to win me over now.
This is all Justin based. Now, what Patrick should think about is like, imagine saying that alone. Just having that
He
realization.
said it to his ex-wife when he dropped the kids off.
This is all Justin based. My God.
What a stew. Go ahead.
into the idea that he is the storyline and that we care about Justin and we don't care about Kirk and we don't care about the world that Kirk has created. Kirk has created this world at WEEI. He made.
Whatever.
I just have to switch over clips.
I'm getting credit now, so Justin is deleting.
Yep.
it.
Stops it.
This is
Oh,
what
it,
happens.
just, it
Justin
ends there.
move right
It's
there.
weird.
Yeah, we'll talk about Milton's for a second. So hold on, Justin. The store for men. The sale goes on right now. Buy one get one free suit event. No weddings for you this fall, Cullinane. That wouldn't think at your age. Those days are over, huh?
Dunzo.
You, Mike, any weddings this fall?
Too many.
This fall?
Yep.
How many you got?
3, including one this weekend.
Oh Christ! Where is it this weekend?
I don't know. I know we have to travel for it. I don't know where.
Vermont?
I don't think so.
No, I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry. Albert should just tell you you're in Vermont.
Yeah.
You just eat happily.
That would put me at ease.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
ShopOnlineMills.com. There are 3 great locations. Mutt, where are they located?
Chestnut Hill,
That's true.
Burlington,
Yep, Burlington Mall. Yep.
Braintree.
The original South Shore Plaza in Braintree.
Yes.
No, is that no? Chestnut Hill's the original
Chestnut
one.
Hill.
I beg your pardon. You'll be as comfortable in our stores. You'll be in our clothes. Go to Milton's right now. Get your great clothes for summer and fall, by the way. School, Mutt, for me, the kids, I don't know about you guys. Next week?
Next Tuesday, back to school. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, then Friday off.
Friday off.
For some long Labor Day weekend bullshit.
No, I think but they just kind of get a couple of days in before just
Why?
to buy them for later. For
safety.
Weather.
Yeah.
Yeah. You mean why? You know why.
It doesn't snow anymore.
You're telling me you don't want these kids on the bus Tuesday?
I will be celebrating.
That does suck. You don't
Tuesday
get a
morning.
Labor Day weekend, really. Like, it's just
You're
different.
4 days.
Yeah, but it's just different. Like, the kids are already back in school. It should be you get
That was the
summer
end of
all the
summer
way
as a
through.
kid. End of
You
summer
should.
was Labor Day weekend. That was like back to school.
Yeah, Tuesday after Labor Day was always the first day of school for us. I don't know why. I think that changed. They could buy, right, just buy winter snow days, right, by
assume so.
time,
Yeah.
I guess. So,
But
yeah.
not every school does it. Like my wife doesn't go back to school till the week after.
Oh, is that true?
It's not uniform in Massachusetts for some reason. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. Lexington, I know, starts Tuesday and the high school starts Wednesday. Yeah, no school Friday, and then Tuesday's really when it kicks off. I
Is
guess,
Harry
post-Labor
busing or school, or is he
He bikes
biking again this year?
He bikes.
Wow.
Yeah. He likes to do that. He and his buddy bike every morning.
Even in the winter?
Yeah, the trails they do they're paid. You know, they're privately paid for. So like
They clear them every day?
every day.
Wow.
I run every morning.
Oh,
on it.
Lexington.
If it snows 8 inches overnight, it'll be when I'm running in the morning at 6 a.m. Unless it's pounding snow right then. Pretty clear.
We don't get that at the Bruce Freeman Trail in Chelmsford.
No, I know.
That
it
stays
stinks.
icy and snowy for a long time.
I bet you last winter though was probably okay. No.
Yeah, because it wasn't a bad winter.
Right.
But it's not cleared very well.
I was thinking about that the other day. Is that a scary day when your kid goes on like the main roads for the first time on a bike? Like they go off on their own to go get candy or soda or whatever.
A little bit.
That seems
I'm a
like
control
scary
freak,
day.
Dave, so it's bad.
Yeah, I don't.
It's bad.
I don't love,
You gotta let them fly though.
My daughter can't ride a bike. Shocking.
How old is
right?
she?
7. I was gonna try to teach her on vacation and I just gave up. It was,
My youngest doesn't want
Maybe
to
that's
ride
why,
a bike.
Dave.
yeah, it was annoying.
Maybe you put a little effort into it. Maybe she's, maybe you paid attention to the kid.
Dad,
I pay attention to the kid.
I
man.
haven't
talked to a
learned
nurse
yet.
Just can't watch somebody fall down on a bike that many
She doesn't
times.
know how to ride a bike at all. Can they swim?
Yeah, she can swim really
Oh, well,
well.
that's good.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah.
Does she want to learn how to ride a bike?
It's not like a passion of hers, but she tried for a good amount and
Really?
it wasn't happening.
Just failed.
Yeah.
Not for everyone.
Give up.
It's really difficult.
I've never heard of
I
that.
tried to tell her it's a skill you should probably learn, but
Yeah, it's good to have.
Yeah.
Kids just do it. Like Harry, he loves it. So
You know, if you can't ride a bike, I assumed the only reason would be you'd never tried. I've never heard like, yeah, I tried for
she's
a while.
gonna learn. She's gonna learn to
When?
ride a bike eventually. Is 7 that like should she be able to ride a bike by
Yes.
7?
Yeah, 7 or
Oh,
8's
really?
a bike riding age,
We
yes.
said or 8. She got plenty of time.
Harry was like 3.
Was he?
Yeah, he was flying around.
Really?
He was ahead. But I mean, like Kate was like 5, probably. No, does that sound right?
No, it seems young.
Carter was sick. He was 5 or 6. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Sorry, Gilroy.
Oh yeah.
And he did it. He made the boring Ken Laird a star. He can make Justin a star. He can make Coleman a star. The brilliance of Curtis and Laird was they knew when to take the foot off the gas pedal.
That's right.
And let Kirk run the show.
Now we're talking.
And I think
Unlike
Justin's
Justin.
done a really good job of making himself be relevant, create a name for himself,
Big name.
and thrive in this world. But if he doesn't dial it back a little bit, they're going to find themselves in a position right now. Who'd have thought Kirk Minihane would struggle to have a second producer? Who'd have thought that Kirk Minihane would live in a world where Mick has said, I got to step away? What? Like, what? Like,
Starting to
what
make some
world
sense.
is this? But the common denominator here is
Justin,
Justin.
not me.
Yes.
Justin. Yes,
Justin
Yes.
can thrive in this world, but Kirk's going to have a sit down, a heart to heart, and say, dude.
I do have a
you
question.
gotta
The
dial it back.
common denominator between
Hey, dude, you got to dial it back, okay?
You are both
This is a
sitting
heart to
down,
heart?
yeah.
Yes, that's as much as you'll get from me. What's that?
the common denominator is Justin with who? Mick and who else?
Coleman, I believe.
Be stupid.
Well, Gus, he
Mike.
threw Gus in there too.
Mike,
He
be,
suggested
okay,
Gus
Mike,
left.
be a
Justin.
bigger simpleton.
I was just curious.
Jesus Christ.
Well, because I met Steve and Dave and Gus left before Justin.
Try and keep up, okay?
Okay, all right. I just don't get it, I
God,
guess.
how does this guy do shows with you?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
He carried me.
Really?
20%.
Yeah,
Because he-
no, and I totally agree. Yeah, and like,
The fuck is he agreeing
yeah,
with?
so like,
Who is this?
If you said to him, if you,
TRC.
if you said to him right there, what are you agreeing with? What do you think he would say?
He's just trying to cut him off and end the.
Oh, I
the
know.
rant
I
of
was like,
Gilroy.
what are you agreeing with? This used to be a giant show. Mike Geary once had all 3 Minihane brothers on.
That's right.
I mean, what has happened?
I don't know.
Do I
What's
give
that
it
all
back?
about?
Do I give it back to the little guy in Australia?
So that's who. That is quite honestly the name I was going to lobby for.
You reached
think
out to
he's the only-
privately.
Huh?
Did you reach out to him privately?
I reached out to him.
Yes, that's
Yes.
what I said. Yeah,
Yeah. I think that's the only guy that would handle it seriously.
Might be right.
He holds a standard of excellence. Now, you may not like it. I may not like it. I may take some heat. This guy he's critical. I think that's what we need.
That's part of it.
Yeah.
Of course, you could host it.
Wow. Let's not get crazy. I think it's Mena's time to shine.
I'm in the room with 2 former hosts of this show. Well, Justin and the Minifans, right? Wasn't that a show?
Yes, that was. Yes, when Mike left for a
It
little
is
bit.
interesting that Justin changed the name.
Yep. See?
I believe it was because
Mike is finally opening his eyes.
Gilroy's on to
Yep.
something.
I can see now.
This was before It Needs to Be Mike and the
Erased.
Minifans.
That must have been a big moment for Justin. He erased my name.
Yep. Yeah. I'm surprised you put the and the Minifans in there, honestly.
Just called Justin.
Yeah, with an exclamation point, like Jeb Bush. That'd be good. I'd be all for that.
Yeah.
He's never on. All right, go ahead, Gilroy. I'm sorry. Are we almost done with Gilroy?
I mean, he goes on for like another 10 minutes.
Well, it gets cut off here, but there's a second whole
Well, you know the
thing
thing.
about
The
radio.
thing I want to hear. Oh, let me hear him talk about radio before we get to New Hampshire, which I want to hear about.
I had to get off.
No, I know. And you said I promised you that you would have your minute or a couple minutes to get that
so
off
thankful
your
to say
chest when
words
you came on. So that was me fulfilling my promise to you. So we got a lot of comments saying that was a little bit long, but
You know what? I didn't catch this. I like this guy.
This guy's good.
I didn't catch this the first time.
This guy's good.
So I appreciate you getting off that. And so, do you think? And I'll ask you this real quickly before I move on to ask Luke and Chad. But so the stuff that happened on the show today and yesterday, where it came out that Justin found the vape and Justin is just spilling the beans on the burner and everything like that. So you're saying that what happened to you is a pattern.
Yeah, it happened to Coleman. It's happened to Mick. It happened to Gus. Like, this is not a one-off. This guy.
It did happen to Gus.
How did that happen to Gus? How? So?
Well, when Gus lost the job, who got the job?
I suppose Justin.
Who reached out to me privately and said Gus is not doing a great job?
Oh, Justin.
I don't think that happened.
Did I say it was you? Why are you assuming it's you? That's pretty interesting. I didn't say that.
Seemed like something he'd do, though.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He was in here a lot exposing Gus.
He was exposing himself to Gus a lot. That is true. That is true. I miss the reasonable, thoughtful Andrew Augustus in here.
Yeah.
Gus waited 4 minutes before Mick left the other day before he offered his services.
That was big of him.
Oh, wait, I will say this right now publicly, Mike. That job is Mike Mutnansky's if he wants it.
He laughs at
That's
you.
how he reacted.
Why is he laughing?
First time.
Why is he laughing at
That's
that?
how he reacted the first time.
I did. I
offered
had
him
the
that
same
job.
reaction.
Yeah.
Yes.
He feels like he's above it. That's why.
I don't. I like the show. I don't want to work on the show.
It's turning me
I love
down.
the show. I don't want to work on the show.
Why?
I have other stuff that I've committed to
That you could do. That you could do.
It was great.
Why say me and Cullinane?
You could do.
The biggest lie Kirk said on that show. The biggest, hold on.
I said, why ask me and Cullinane?
What's that, Mike? What was the biggest lie I told
The
Mike?
biggest lie you told in that little conversation we had was you can keep doing Mutstack. You keep writing, which would never happen on the show. You would.
What are you fucking
It
talking
would be gone
about?
in a second. It'd be gone in a second.
That's content for us. Are you
No, because
nuts?
I'd be spending time on that and it would come up on the show and saying you should be doing show stuff, not Mutstack, and that'd be the end of it. So
Do you believe that, Justin? Honestly,
in a second,
everyone's
Absolutely
fucking
not.
second.
Do you believe that,
Absolutely
Mike?
not. I understand.
Sorry.
I believe a time could come where that happens. Of
course it would.
But
Week-
I
week
also
one,
think you like
Mike.
the
Week
idea
one.
of Mutstack.
Week one.
I don't think he would ever say you cannot do Mutstack. It would become content
I
and
dump
annoy
on
you
you
at some
every
point.
week and say
Yeah.
it sucks, but you could do it. It
Do
does
that anyway.
suck.
Great, thanks.
That's what I'm saying.
Thank you for subscribing.
For what?
Subscribing.
What are you
Stuff
getting so
like
mad about?
I'm not mad, but I mean, I think
You're getting mad about something that hasn't even happened yet.
I believe you're lying. That's what I'm mad about.
Why
You're
am I lying?
lying.
What
You're
is
lying.
this?
Why? What do you be? You think I'm lying?
Yes, I don't think I'd be able to do Mutstack and other things I'm also scheduled to do this fall and do this show.
Why? We could go.
This
we
is
could
a
go
full-time
record.
writing. This is a
Make him
full-time
sign
job.
something.
This
Who
is-
cares?
This is a full-time job.
I would say you could say to me.
Full-time job.
That's exactly right, Dave. You could say to me, "Hey, I want to do this, this, and this, and I have the job." Say sure. When I talk to you about it, what did I say?
What I just said, you said. I just don't believe you.
No,
you said
what I
maybe
said
2 or 3
was-
days a week, come in and do it, but it's not really a part-time job.
And I
It's
said,
full-time.
and I said,
something's deeper here.
and I said,
No,
Justin,
it's not deep at all.
I said, you know what it is? Is he doesn't want to work for me because he feels like he's like we're equals. Which of course is absurd.
No, there's some anxiety. I'm admitting, I told you off the air, there's some anxiety to the potential working for you and letting you down. So I'm admitting there's
You're
some
going to let
anxiety
me
issues
down.
there.
That's you've been limited.
Great, but I won't be
15 years.
trying to avoid
working
that.
for you.
But you,
when
do
that
it, but you also get paid for it. You do it anyway.
happens. I do it for free.
That's what I'm saying. I pay you. I can't pay anybody. Nobody will get paid. Everyone thinks I'm cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like I
know. Everyone does think.
think he'd be great.
I
It's
would've
like the most
jumped on that
popular
pizza
Reddit
story
thread
in a
right now.
second.
Kirk Minaj is cheap.
God damn it! Is it really?
Yeah.
More than Hawk
I wish
Tua
you tagged
meeting
me.
It's like 100
sketch?
comments. It's like 100
Really?
comments. Yeah.
Well, hopefully they apologize. Hawk Tua met sketch.
Yeah, that was weird. It's awkward.
How has she not gone away yet? What the fuck is going on?
I don't really.
How is she battling? How is she battling? Huh?
It's because she's hot.
I don't really get
She's
it.
not. Is she like that hot?
I mean, I know she's young, but she's no.
I know you said like, who gives a shit? Let her throw the pitch, and you're right. Who gives a shit?
yeah.
But the other side of it is like she went viral for basically talking about sucking some guy's dick. Why are we overly
yeah,
embracing
why is
her
that
as a
one?
character?
I'm sure there's other TikTok videos
Right.
like that.
Yeah, since things just click sometimes.
Yeah.
Like the other day, Sydney Sweeney put up a picture of her bottom, and I would have thought the world was going to explode.
Right.
Did you see
Like,
the Hawk
she's-
Tua girl on Bill Maher?
I saw 2
forget if you
seconds.
guys
Yeah,
talked
but
about
That was awkward.
Seemed like Bill Maher was like
was
kind of
weird.
hitting on her
Yeah.
or something. Like, it
Yeah,
was
it was
weird.
weird.
she's a nice kid. She's retarded though. Like
Yeah.
that's like her bit, right?
But she is wholesome. That's the thing. She's not trying to turn this
Her
into
thing is
only.
about spitting on.
Talks about sucking dick, man. How wholesome can she be?
Since then,
What
she's
do you-
not turned into an
Since
only.
then.
Since then,
Well, it's not been an old.
I don't care about it. I'm not judging, but she's famous for saying
I'm
like,
trying to explain her draw still 2 months after
"Well,
this.
you're a father."
video. No,
care.
I'm trying to explain it to you.
But in fairness, it's not like she's doing anything over that. Like the Bill Maher interview is the weirdest thing she's probably done. Like she's singing at Zach
He's already fucking
Bryan.
thinking about Mutstack right now. He's not kidding either. He's fucking thinking about Mutstack right now.
It's a big week. Travers week. Big week.
That would annoy me.
Yeah.
That would annoy me. If we're having like a real show, Mutstack, I have to go watch horses run around.
Yeah.
In
Well, there you go.
circles.
See,
around.
now you're realizing it already. There was something to what he was
He
saying.
knows that anyway.
No, he can still do it. Mutstack last week was so fucking bad, I couldn't believe it.
I really liked Mutstack last week. I thought the Drake May points were excellent. The notes were loaded with good stuff this week.
Have you ever considered calling it a 3-pack and then people could be like,
Mike, you can't
ooh,
fucking count. Just shut up, okay? The
what's
intro,
this?
There you
It's,
go.
A
it's
little
a,
extra bonus notes.
but the intro is one of the. It's a 4-pack, but the intro ends up being a 5th thing. Mike, so it's 4 things plus the notes every week. I'm sorry you can't read because you're fucking blind, but it's 4 things.
Look at how he attacks.
4 things in the notes every week.
This is what he did to Justin,
It is
too.
4
He gets
things
nasty.
in the notes every
Don't
week.
get nasty.
Well, to be
4
fair, you made
things.
fun of his height for months now.
I've not made fun of his height.
Oh, well, come on, Mike.
He should, he should admit the height that he is.
I am a little over 5'7". We can measure myself right now. Let's go.
Tape measure.
Let's go.
Get a
Let's do it
tape
now.
measure.
No, it's fine.
Let's do it.
Well, we believe you, Mutt. We believe you. Back to Gilroy.
I'll make it Braille edition next week. If I can read the fucking notes.
I don't think you will.
I won't. You're right.
Another fake promise. You should have an audio version available for the blind. Why don't you have an audio version out there?
I think you can.
You could read that.
I think on
Well, sure, I
Substack you
could.
can't hit play and it reads it to you.
Yeah, you can also just highlight the
On the
text
platform.
and make it read.
Why can't you just read it? Like,
I also have software that just
But it could do it. You could do voiceover up
why
there.
don't you make it like a podcast?
The option is there.
Wouldn't you do that, Dave?
To make the Mutstack a podcast?
Once a week on, like, who's it hurt? If 8 people listen to it, why is it, you know what I mean?
I've done videos.
I would listen to it.
I have done that. Now that I know you're not doing
I'd break my fucking wrist hitting that 30 button, though, if I was listening to them talk about horse racing.
Oh, it'll be bad.
I'd be fucking pounding that thing with my head, throwing it against
Well,
the wall.
luckily, you have 2 other items you can read about.
But what if it was like
And those.
it. I count the intro as one of them, Mike.
The intro is not one of them. The intro is not one of them.
The intro is always a bigger topic than just okay.
Yeah,
so,
but that's
so,
not- but
so
you
you
don't-
would
but you
rather
don't-
have it. You would rather have it just
I'd rather
get
have it
right
be
into
nothing.
it.
I'd rather have it be nothing. I'd rather be blank, as with everybody else. The only people who subscribe to it are listeners of this show.
We are
Disagree.
so
I
close
want
to
more
4,000
packs.
subscribers. It's not fun.
it should be a separate newsletter. Horse racing should
We're
be a
so
separate
close
thing
to
entirely.
4,000 subscribers.
Yes.
It's not even funny.
Minutes.
Well, what's the
away.
number?
Minutes
that's good.
away.
That's good
As of this morning, it was 39.92.
Well, we're there. We should be.
We got
Oh, I
it.
mean,
Don't laugh.
you can
We
taste
gotta
Do
get
not
8.
laugh.
Let's get there. Don't laugh at what?
It's not even. Don't even laugh at it.
That's not even
He
funny.
said it's not even funny.
He's right. He's right.
That is very close.
That's true. Congratulations.
I'm with Mick now. I agree. Mick's
With
right.
who?
I'm with Mick. I'm with Mick.
With
Justin, Justin's a monster.
He's been back there 5 minutes. It does do something.
Well, there is like a cocky Justin element now. Like Len is so dead.
I've
Oh no,
always-
that's been around for a while.
This
Yeah.
Justin
Cocky
is like the he feels he's the arbiter of this show, and he looks down on people.
so you agree with Gilroy?
That- well, no, hold on.
I mean,
no.
Whoa.
Look at this.
Hold on,
You have a
hold on.
producer today, and you didn't even know about it. He invited Mutt in. You didn't invite Mutt in.
I think it's his biggest strength is that he's so protective of the show. When there's something fake about someone, he calls them out and like the minute Mick turned on him, he turned on Mick. He didn't turn on Mick first.
Correct.
Mick did that.
That was because he was sensitive about himself. That wasn't about the show. He was sensitive about himself.
I
And
think
by the
he's
way,
been so
thank you.
invested in the show.
Hold on. Thank you to Barstool Minifan who did tweet an apology.
Classy.
That's nice.
I apologize. Full tweet retraction. You offered more. They declined. I was wrong to assume. No excuses. I mean, that's all.
That's fair.
What's an extra large pizza? Like 2
And then
extra
this
inches
Bill
or
Leach,
something?
as Dino would say, at Bill Leach 15. If he offered to buy more than one pizza and they declined, that's wild. I understand the potential intimidation, but this is extreme.
What do you want from the guy?
Right.
I did everything I could. I guess I could have bought it, but then what was I going to do?
Take it.
Yeah,
Take
buy
it.
them like a chicken parm? Mike was being sexually harassed by the guy working there.
I have a real issue
wanted
with
to get out
Mike.
of there.
I have a real issue with Mike defending you now, but then that tweet had been up
Thank
there
you,
for like
Dave.
72
Dave Cullinane
hours.
would have
Was I
defended
tagged
you.
in that tweet?
Do you follow?
Was I tagged in that
Do you
tweet?
follow Barstool
Give me
Minifan?
that.
Do you follow Barstool Minifan? Yes or no?
No, I don't.
You don't need to
I don't
follow
believe
him.
it.
I will now
It
that I
showed
know
up
things
on
like
his
this are gonna
timeline.
come
It
up.
showed up on his timeline. We
It
know
definitely showed up in your For You feed.
Certainly didn't. I don't check Twitter that often.
Justin follows him though. You saw that tweet.
I did not see the tweet.
Oh, but you follow him.
I think so.
Okay.
Protected from
Andy
my
Mayo as well. Do you follow him?
No.
I don't blame you for that. Let me see. Nor do I. But here's Andy Mayo's tweet about it. This really grinded my gears. Let me see.
I did not follow him. I'll follow him back right now.
Where is it? Ordering one pizza, even a supposedly extra large pizza for Kirk, Mick, Mike, and Justin is fucking insane.
No, an extra. See, when I hear extra large, I assume like a party size. I thought it was gonna be.
I thought it was like 16 slices.
I thought it would be too much.
What did it-
No, extra large.
This- I think-
16 slices.
I think it said.
I would say 4 inches.
I think it
max.
said 12, maybe.
Yeah, that would kind of make sense, right?
Do we?
Well,
look
it
at that.
wasn't. Whatever it was.
No, but I remember it being like, because they also have like, which
Well, you get to
is-
say by inches, right? What's a regular pizza? A large pizza is 16 inches, right?
yeah, but they also have the thing which is useless, where it's like serves 4 to 6, 6 to 8. There's no way to. I hate that. And I think they had that. I will say the pizza was good, not great, but good. And they had
Good for South Dakota. I would
yeah,
say.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And the garlic bread I thought was pretty good.
Yeah.
Like it was completely a solid night out.
Certainly was.
My last meal with Mick.
Yeah.
Not yours, but mine.
Yeah. It's
I
true.
don't know. But I'm sorry. Back to Gilroy.
It said extra large was supposed to be 16 inches.
Not even
There's
close.
no way.
That's what I'm saying.
Solo, medium, large, extra large.
How big is a large?
Large is 14. Medium's
Even that.
12.
Even that.
XL's only $1 more.
Shut up.
That's-
I
you gotta
almost
do
feel
it,
like
yeah.
I almost feel like we got the medium.
That's a good point, though.
would
XL is
agree.
only $1. It's not. That's not an issue of cheapness. That's a miscommunication. Clearly.
I clearly said extra large.
You had the receipt.
I heard you, yes.
Thank you. Do I have the receipt?
Yeah.
Maybe.
You
I
probably
don't-
kept it for.
Oh yeah.
tax
Oh,
purposes.
definitely. I'm always through my wallet.
It's a business.
You wouldn't even have
expense.
to be having this conversation if the quote unquote protector of the show went in.
Like a $200 dinner in Minnesota too. Like you know.
Oh, wow.
I'm just saying. Like you know. But fine. No big. I mean, we're talking about that. Mike had like 4 hamburgers. Like it's fucking crazy.
I had a,
So I want to bring 2 home.
I had the exact same meal Mick did.
He had a fucking pad thai, whatever the hell Justin had.
Chicken pad thai.
Asshole.
It's very good.
His favorite meal on the planet.
Is that what you said?
No, I said that was my favorite meal on the trip. And then
Right.
Mike called.
Which is better than you said. Buffalo wings are the greatest meal you've ever had.
Oh yeah.
And
Wait
then
a
you
minute.
said chicken
You had
pad
them
thai
twice.
was your favorite meal on the trip.
I said on the way up that buffalo wings are the
You
greatest
made
food
an
in
ass
the
of
world.
yourself, is what you did.
Greatest food in the world. Then on this live stream, someone read a comment that I wasn't too happy that they read this.
Oh.
They said, "What is your favorite meal so far from the trip?" And I said, "The chicken pad thai was very good. It was probably my favorite meal."
Awfully suspect, no?
Oh, it's sus.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a good burger that night. I'm sorry, Gilroy. Go ahead.
Loves to stir it up, but he stirs it up by throwing other people under the bus. And we were all in high school once. This is a high school trick. Like you can get yourself
Shelf life
a
to this,
level
though.
of acceptance and popularity doing this a
House of
couple
Cards,
times. But if you do it one too many times, you wind up being the butt of the joke.
Right.
And Justin, I think, is one person away from being the butt of the joke because
we can argue
he's
that.
alienating
Justin, have you considered
other
that
people. I
during
have
your
been-
maniacal planning?
I've never tried to be the butt of the joke before.
a Minifan since before he was on Barstool. Like I worshiped the guy. I worked at EEI with him. I wanted to be him. Like I was working overnight shifts while he was the star of the morning show. He was my idol. Like,
Oh, no. I did not hear this.
Idol.
No.
Don't talk. It gets better. Please
Oh,
don't
God.
talk.
Please, God. Go ahead.
times, and people really they gravitate to his world.
Yeah.
And Justin has pushed out. He's now pushed me out. He's pushed Coleman out. He's pushed Mick out.
Justin,
And
did
he
you
just
purposely
pushed
keep
Gus
Patrick
out.
Gilroy out of your way?
Yes, behind the scenes.
Why would you do that?
But you saying he pushed Gus out. You're admitting you don't listen to the show if that's what you think happened.
Like, that's crazy.
But you were just ripping Justin, Mutt.
I'm not ripping him. I'm just stating a fact. He's
I
sort
feel
of
like
the
Culline's
protector of
down
the
on Justin.
I'm not down on Justin. I'm just stating the
show.
obvious
That tweet
here.
you had was down on him.
Culline's a rabble rouser now.
Yeah,
No,
He's
it's
a
not
controversial
true.
He's a TikTok guy.
But these
It's 10
guys,
seconds or less.
there is something. There's some truth in that tweet. Like, these guys are
It's just a lie.
they are close.
Dave, they're a little bit of the cool guys.
What tweet? What are you
They're
talking
the cool guys.
There's a
These
little
dudes,
bit of
like,
that.
the
The cool
brotherly
guys. Yeah.
relationship,
Mike and
they
Justin.
protect
Yeah,
each
that
other.
is true.
Oh,
Yes.
for sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
people want to break
It is
through
not
that.
the most welcoming situation.
I could
when
break
these
those two in
around.
30 seconds.
I-
if
It
I
sounds
wanted
like
to.
you are today, to be
I
honest
could break
with you.
those two in 30 seconds if I wanted
I swear to God, I thought when Dave tweeted that, and I thought about him ranting and raving about Frank the Tank, and me quietly sitting there for as long as I could.
And I just wanted to be accepted by you and Justin,
Right, you
so I
weren't
just
let
kept
in.
talking. I didn't know why, but I just kept talking.
Yeah. How about Justin, by the way? You saw him on the drive or not? Looking at his phone at times, had the hamburger and this
I was
face.
disgusted.
Yeah.
Disgusted. That's way worse than
That's a
looking at your
pattern
phone.
that he's been very critical of you about.
Haven't done it since. I made a
Very.
mistake and I changed my ways.
That's definitely a lie.
It's not a lie.
It's the biggest lie you've ever told. You've told many.
It's not a lie.
What's that, Justin?
When I drive, I use voice to text. and I
Justin,
have-
the entire wrapper was around over your face. You couldn't see it. And you're blind anyway. You shouldn't be driving.
Yeah, that's probably true. But and then Mike will know that when I text.
See, Dave, here it is.
I have
Mike will
messages-
know.
Excuse.
Mike will
Mike's
know.
gonna
Mike will
protect him.
know.
This is what
Mike
we
will
do.
Hold
know.
on.
because messages
I'm
are
glad
read
he
to
brought
me.
this up because I meant to bring this up on Friday, and I forgot about it.
Here I am throwing myself under the bus.
There was a
What's
great-
best for the show?
It was a great message read at the end of the drive.
Yeah.
We're minutes away from my house. Oh, he narrowly escaped me hearing this. But Justin plays a text message he got on his phone, and it just reads it out loud so we can all hear. And it's a message from Ashley Shack,
Who's that?
one of the Shack girls.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
The message is,
Oh, no.
"Hey Justin, I'm getting a job at my college bookstore this semester. Could you write me a letter of recommendation?"
No.
Yes.
Are you going to do that, Justin?
The exact text was, "Hi, I'm applying to work at the school bookstore at my
Said,
school,
"Hey Big Daddy."
and I was wondering if I could use you as a reference."
Sometimes at night when the bookstore closes, I get awfully lonely.
Can you tell them how good I am? And I said, you know, Mick probably wouldn't have said anything unless he had to, and he was minutes away from me being out of the car.
Oh. Did you write the letter?
It's not a letter of recommendation. She asked if I could be used as a reference. I
Oh.
said, "Of course."
Yeah.
Then
Sure.
I sent over my email and said if they contact me, just let me know, and I'll.
Ashley Shack.
That's not the
I'm
name.
protecting her actual name.
We understand. We understand. We think her name is Ashley.
Sounds
Sounds like a Coleman guess.
That's what I put you in as my phone when I first met you.
Kirk Shack?
No, not Kirk Shack, but if you worked at the Shack, you were
So-and-so
Kim
Shack.
Shack or whatever.
Kim. Yes, exactly.
Right. What, is this the first time someone's reached out to you like this or no?
No,
Wow.
our
Interesting.
our Shack.
Justin, reading is so hard. Do you think I can do it?
Smiley emoji, smiley emoji.
Our Shack group text is
Heart.
called the
Our
Shack
erotic
Gang.
fiction section has plenty of options.
And if she's going to college, this is probably a 17-year-old that's
No,
going to college.
she's going to junior year of college,
Okay. You bet.
and she needs a reference.
Yeah. Does she? I mean, okay. She worked there last summer?
The Shack, yes.
Yeah. Okay. The Shack. All right. Back to Gilroy.
I'm glad you
How
reminded
many
me
more
of that.
people is this guy going to push out? Because, you know, loyalty only goes so far.
How many more Ashleys need to be raped?
Do you think Justin is one new producer coming in that he does the same thing to just it's everybody's tired of it. Everybody's
Great
over
question,
it.
PRC. Hold on. Mutt, do you think there's something, we've seen this. Do you think there is something to the fact that Justin doesn't actually want another producer? He just wants the room to himself.
I don't. I don't.
Okay.
There is a very serious candidate in today.
Yeah, very serious.
Who's that?
What?
Oh, I mean, you got the job if you want it.
Yeah.
Doesn't want it.
I think he would still want Coleman here if he had truth serum.
I think Coleman wants to be here if he had truth serum.
I want Coleman here. Truth serum, being honest.
Would you bring Coleman back? If you said I made a mistake.
Come on.
Definitely not.
Come on. Did you see the poll results? 50% of the respondents want Coleman back over any other option right now.
Are you new to this show, you fucking idiot? That's
No.
how it works.
I think
Dave knows better than
You
anybody.
just see, like what happened with Mick.
I see people tweet they want this guy back.
Yeah.
Fucking
Dude,
crazy.
I have not seen it.
Crazy. That was the last poll. I got like 80%. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about, you
What?
maniacs?
I haven't seen that.
No.
Justin would absolutely want that room alone. Not even a question.
That's
think
not,
so?
Not even
not
a fucking
true.
question. Not even.
He been there.
I don't think he had a
That's
problem.
what you
with
wanted.
Coleman.
I wanted the room alone.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I do not want this room alone.
I don't think he had a problem with Coleman.
I don't either.
Justin recommended a producer to me this weekend. This is crazy. Ashley?
He's got a really good resume.
Actually, Shaq.
Doesn't make any sense. Besides, she worked a hot dog stand.
You might want to check on those references.
All right, sorry, Gilroy.
Like I was kind of saying earlier, Justin creates, and Gilroy just confirmed all this. Justin creates sort of a hostile work environment.
I love this.
Is what we were talking about.
I like that this guy. At
So
the first, he was like, "Well,
drive
Patrick
that
really
way.
rambled on," and now he's like, "All right, let's just embrace
Might
it."
as well just fucking run with it.
Fucking, how bad is this guy?
Score big with DraftKings. All college, sorry, buddy. All college football season long. Who's going to win the national championship this year?
Oregon.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
My man Double D, Dennis
Very
Dixon?
good offense. Very good offense. Yes, Dennis
Yeah.
Dixon did play there.
Good off-
LeGarrette Blount was CA.
He was. He was
Oregon
a duck.
Duck, yeah.
He sure was.
Fly Ducks fly.
How's UConn going to be this year?
Terrible.
Is what's-his-face still the coach there?
He is. Jim Moore Jr., yes.
Oh. I thought they
What
brought
do you think
I
it
thought-
was? Am I? Oh, shit, am I wrong?
They bring the guy back who brought them to a bowl game once? That brought them to BCS?
Randy Edsel, no. No, they did. No, they did bring Edsel back.
He's
he
gone.
did a second stint. He left.
Oh.
And still Jim Moore Jr., who's complaining about how much money they spend on players.
Are you caught up with Meters, Bill O'Brien podcast yet?
I have not, but I thought Meter was very, very on
Ooh,
point.
pointed. I saw you pointing them out in the Mutstack.
He was very critical of sports anchors
Yes.
out there giving.
You're the fresh take that
yeah.
sideline reporters ask dumb questions. Like I'm suspended 10 years ago.
Separate one.
Oh, what?
He went after the sports update anchors on the Hub and EEI for reporting news a day later.
Oh, that's your
You have to tell us
trademark.
right?
They're still doing that?
He's still doing it, yes.
No, what I'm saying is, so like right now, if who does the
The Hub
updates-
is worse than EEI.
Well, that's
section.
Murray's.
Well, that's just sponsored.
Who
Though.
does the updates for Scott and Bertrand?
Tim McCone?
Okay, so will he say like the Red Sox lost yesterday?
Yes.
Yes.
Jesus, you gotta do something else.
Yeah, it's
But Dave's
sponsored.
right. It's a sponsored
all.
thing. But you can
I know, but you can still be
freshen
creative
it up
with
and
it,
be
even though
fun
it's
with it, yeah.
sponsored.
Yeah, but I don't know. What else would you do? Like those stupid CBS Sports Minutes suck. Like
Well,
that
do
shit
it.
sucks.
I used to like those. I'm Brent Musburger.
Really?
Yeah, they were just funny. Like I'm John Feinstein. What is going on
I
with the?
hated John Feinstein.
It would make me laugh.
I loved him as a kid. I loved Feinstein.
His books were great. And then he just started just farting.
Season
them
on
out,
the
like-
Brink was awesome.
Season Inside's a good one too.
I only know him from those CBS Sports Minutes, and I couldn't stand it.
They were just whining. It was like a bad Andy Rooney.
I'm John Feinstein.
Score big with DraftKings all college football season long. Download the DraftKings Sports app now and use code KIRK. That's code Kirk for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. It says there's a big matchup in Ireland this weekend. What's that? Do we know?
Soccer?
Football. Small but mighty slate of games for week 0, it says, including a big matchup in Ireland. Do we know what that is?
What Notre Dame? I'm guessing.
Probably so.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Was that the BC one? Did you see the BC DraftKings DraftKings Sportsbook app? Use code KIRK. Code Kirk, $200 in bonus bets. What was his name? Gordon Chili? What's his? Did you see the story?
Oh yeah, the guy who peed on the.
He got arrested for pissing on somebody on
on a Delta
the old
flight?
BC player.
What happened?
Coming back from Ireland, right? Is that what? Or going to Ireland? Is that?
Maybe I didn't. I don't remember.
Is it
where,
BC
but-
Notre Dame this weekend?
No, it is Georgia Tech, Florida State.
Really?
Yes.
Would
Rambling
not
wreck.
have had that yet.
And
Was it Friday night? Or
August
Saturday?
24th.
Gives a shit what day it is. What do you
Is it
asking?
prime time or not? I don't know when the college football season.
Well, you should Mutstack. You should know that.
I'm not gonna fake it. I'm not the biggest college football fan.
Did you write about
The Jimmy Fund? No, I did not.
no, not the Jim. Take it easy. About the girl who made up the Michelle Wu thing, the woman. Gabrielle Starr.
I did write.
You did
about
write
her,
about
yes.
that, right?
I did.
Nothing. Zero, huh? I saw a Cullinane video about that.
And I don't think there's going to be. I've talked to some people that.
What are they saying?
There's gonna be no discipline. Sounds like
crazy.
For making
No one's ever going to mention it again.
20 years ago. So again,
No, he's
I
going to
hate
get
to
disciplined
do-
when they're late at the shack. I know that. That's for sure. Your gut. What,
Ashley was late 5 times.
yeah, she sure was.
She was never late. She,
don't-
she was the best.
Oh, believe me,
That's why
Justin.
she's getting a
Say
recommendation.
Believe me,
Say
Justin
that.
swept that she was late a couple of times. But luckily, she didn't get her period yet, so everything was fine.
Oh,
So she's not going to get disciplined, Mutt.
sounds like not. No, but 20 years ago she would have been fired. Do you think, or suspended? 30 years, like in the heat of when like you were the beat writers.
Well,
for
that would have to be
specific
like
teams.
that would be like in the newspaper back then. though.
Right. This
There's
didn't
no
hit the
social
newspaper.
media.
Your Twitter account is a
Oh, I know,
reporter.
but you're saying 30 years ago. There was no the newspaper equivalent of that 20 years ago. They got her suspended
okay, just making sure.
for sure. Like if she, yeah.
If she just
If
got
she
it that
wrote
wrong.
that in the newspaper, she
that would have been the
got
equivalent.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
she would have got suspended this year if she wrote it in the newspaper.
Probably so. But that's a thing.
You
It's
should
like,
treat-
There's like
That's
no
where Twitter's
rules.
weird.
Yeah.
She deleted it.
But she couldn't listen. She was crazy with that garage video or whatever. There's no shot in hell that she just made it up.
I think she
there.
got somebody
Bad information.
Somebody fooled her. Yeah. I don't think she's cooked.
I have
it.
no idea.
Nor do I. But I mean, why would you just make that up? Unless she's thinking it's so safe that Michelle Wu would definitely do that. But that's a big risk.
But
for
you know
no
that
one.
one.
Hey,
That
did
one's
you believe
going
it when you saw
big.
it?
Like you know that the right wing sites are
I
taking
quote
that
tweeted
one
it,
and
and then
everything.
it was
Yeah,
gone.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Justin's face is an inch away from the computer right now. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Are you gonna fix that microphone there? Is that the one that Steve broke?
Yes.
His
I got
moment
it.
of arrogance.
Yes.
What's your take on that, Dave? As a former producer of the show, basically, assaulting
That thing's been fucked up forever.
No, I had to get a new
idiot.
Oh,
The
sorry.
fucking Steve's charging $100 for the documentary.
I mean, it's expensive to rent that place out. You know that, so you got to make your money. How many people are gonna go? I mean,
It's true.
everybody kind of knows the whole triad weed story at this point.
Do they though? I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll find
Find
out.
out Friday.
I don't know.
We'll find out. I'll be there.
See.
Are you expecting over or under your ticket sales?
Close, I think. We're cheaper, so I think we might get the win potentially. Potentially. This guy's right. It's Pizzagate 2.0 with this fucking pizza. We can't get away from Pizzagate.
Yes, very similar characters involved too.
That's true.
How much do you think? You brought up the Jimmy Fund, and I was watching it last week. How much do you think our consumer
95
95% sponsored, right?
Done.
Yeah,
Done.
And as opposed to 10
whatever.
years ago. 10 years ago.
I think even then. I think
No,
eight,
no,
It's
whatever.
more now than it was.
No,
It's
whatever.
much
It
more
was-
now
it
than
you
was-
couldn't walk around when you were on the air when Glenn was
It
on
was
the
still
air.
like 70% then though. Like I think people thought it was like $5.
But the numbers are the same. So you're saying the numbers are exactly the same.
Yeah.
And it was 70% sponsored.
I mean, I don't know, but I know they always had. We always knew before the show started we've got this in the bag, we've got that in the bag for
Yeah.
$300,000.
I just feel like people talked about it back then. It
Oh,
was-
I agree, but I also paid more attention to it.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't. I watched a couple.
Now I see these kids, I'm like, fuck them.
You don't.
They barely do kids.
What? What's
they
that,
don't
Mike?
even do
You don't
kids
say
on
that.
those things.
What do you mean?
anymore.
I don't believe you say that.
What?
I believe a friend of Kirk Minahan once donated $100,000 to Jimmy Fund.
You think that's me? It was not me.
It definitely was
It
you.
was definitely. I could tell you who the guy was.
Okay,
Why
so
did you
tell
think
us.
it's you?
Oh, okay, because the guy wanted to be anonymous
Oh,
about
okay,
it.
gotcha.
Yes.
We gotcha. Anonymous friend of Kirk Minahan donated $100,000. I assume it was you, which is very nice of you if it was you.
I mean, he
It
donated,
wasn't me. I'm cheap. I'm not doing that.
he donated a lot more. He
guy
donated
can't
his
afford a
time.
second pizza.
It's worth a lot more than $100,000.
You wouldn't spring for your sub for the room.
One of those kids with cancer one time, that whole pizza was like, fucking took it from him. I said, what are you doing?
Can I have a slice?
Yeah,
Just a
shut the
minute.
fuck up. Jesus.
I feel like they barely it's not really about the kids anymore. Every time I turn it on, it's somebody older, which isn't a bad
well,
thing.
that was always, and that's what I'll be making fun of Jerry all the time. He's right. He's like, you're trying to raise money,
right.
So you want kids, cute nurses, which is true, and like good stories. Like you don't, you know. I remember the first guy we have on, nice guy, Barrett Robbins. Is that his name?
The doctor, yes.
Oh, I think you meant the Oakland Raider.
It might be.
One who went
I might be getting the name wrong. Barrett Rollins, maybe. Well, it's a doctor. The first guy every year.
Every year, yeah, well, yes.
As always, the first guy, Dino. I'm like, and one time during one of the breaks, I was like, who's next? And he's like, there's a 72-year-old guy with skin cancer. I'm like, who the fuck?
Oh.
Right.
Who wants? I feel he's a very sweet guy, but like we're trying. There's a telethon,
Right.
you know. So they don't. But the other thing is, look, I love like the parents of kids. I was kidding her. They're all great. The people who are in charge of fundraising for the Jimmy Fund are the biggest group of assholes I ever dealt with. That one guy I hated, that big blimp lady I hated.
There are a couple of issues over there.
Hated them. Wished that they had what the kids had. Wow. But worse. So they could suffer more and I could watch them die.
My God.
Yes. But other than that, like it's a nice couple
Great
of cherries.
cherries. Yeah.
It should also be one day.
It should be a day. We all
Should
said
be
this.
one day.
Everyone
By the
agrees.
second day, like nobody wants to hear it. It's just, it doesn't. The money's already done.
Do you think it's a
You're done.
PR hit for them if they go back to a day?
Yes, of course. Yeah, they're terrified to do that. Like I always said, and Wolfie would get upset. That's a chance for everyone to take a victory lap when they're done. Wolfie and Dino, and like Jerry would say about Dino, he's trying to buy his way to heaven. You know, it's just that's the way they would do
You
it.
start in the Red Sox game the night before, you go all day the next day, end at the Red Sox game the next day.
My thing is that I always thought that if you raise enough money and you pull the listeners, if you raise $10 million, one of the doctors could inject the host people like the least with cancer at the end of the 2 days.
Well, that's interesting.
That would be good, probably with me, but
a
like
lot of
that,
money.
that would have been great for $10 million.
Could cause concern if they just have vials of cancer that they're injecting.
Yeah, they all believe me. I saw them when I was there taking a tour. They have it all the time. They
didn't see
they stay in
those.
business. Yeah. Well, you were a nighttime host, man. This is a drive time.
I wasn't drive time eventually.
Well, sort of. Back to Gilroy.
I don't know. Like Justin went on mental leave a couple years ago. The problem is, like I said kind of earlier too, if there's not a second person, Justin's kind of screwing himself by forcing all these people out.
You thought about that,
the
Justin, in your master
heat
plan?
lands on him, and he
trying to
does
force
not
anyone
do
out of
well
anything.
under pressure.
I like that
Once
all these
Kirk
guys
gets mad
all
at
come to
him,
agreement that Justin
he
is a
starts
monster.
missing live shows.
Immediately,
Start
we're like, well, we all know this.
Things are going to start going. Eventually, he's going to go on mental health. So.
Now, Luke, you're right. And think about the best.
You got to give Portnoy credit. He has
the
started a phrase by saying going on mental health. Like mental health is
time.
the thing you take.
Yes. We're on mental time.
we've ever heard from Kirk was when Chris Curtis and Ken were thriving and they knew their roles, and when Justin and Coleman were thriving, they knew their roles. Like, I preferred when Justin and Coleman were.
See, here's the thing: what Gilroy is
together,
like, and it's fine, but like Gilroy is an EEI listener, right? Like he just keeps referencing EEI stuff, which to me feels like I don't remember any of like that's 1,000. I don't care about that stuff anymore.
You don't remember the Justin Coleman glory days, though, man?
Those I don't remember either. Like it's just God. Go ahead.
I preferred that duo over Cullinane. Like I preferred, I
We all
did
agree with
because
that.
they brought an additional dynamic. It's part of Kirk's brilliance of the world building, and when those two were right, it made a different dynamic in the show. It made it more fun, more entertaining. There's another level there, and the problem that you get with that is sometimes the producer or producers feel like they are truly one of the stars of the show or an equal to.
Any chance Phil Donahue was
I've
listening to the
seen
show
it
this
happen in
morning before he
radio.
died?
I've been
That's
doing
the
it-
last thing I heard was Gilroy. What is Gilroy saying?
Personality.
Uh-oh. Was Gilroy talking about his own career now?
Not yet.
Okay.
In radio, I've been doing this for 25 years, guys. A good on-air personality always lets his
take a knee.
producer
One
chime
second.
in. Always lets them
Mike,
be
shut
part
down. I'm writing this down. Shut up for a second.
I'm sorry.
A good host does what, Pat?
the
I'm sorry.
show. Always says personality. Always lets his producer chime in. Always lets him be part of the show. Always says, and a big thank you to so-and-so behind the glass, because you want to make your
That's a good
producer
sign of a
feel
good host. I like when the host
But
says in
if
a
you
big
make them
thank
feel
you.
too good,
That's why I know I'm
sometimes
listening
they
to a
get
good
too
show.
comfortable and they want to be the star. They don't realize they're not the star, and it never works out well at the end of the day.
Justin or Chad, you just started and you've seen.
All right,
some
get me
of
to the
the
Gilroy
producers.
story about
You
New
have-
Hampshire. That's what I want to hear.
You call him
You know what I'm
Chad?
talking about, Mutt?
I do. I listen to the whole thing. Yes.
Chad's the other guy in the show.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You gonna go pee?
Gilroy.
Go ahead.
I don't need it. I just wanted to say, when I was wrapping up the fundraiser tonight, one of the guys
You heard
that
this,
I know
Mike, right?
well at the football thing was a ball breaker. He's like, well, why is the MC leaving early? And I said, well, I got to go. I'm going on Kirk Minahan's network tonight. And when
I'm
tell you
Batman.
I'm in a little town called Windham, New Hampshire. We are, 60 miles outside of Boston. And again, Kirk has not been on the air here in Boston in almost 6 years.
Hold on.
We'll
We'll go back a little bit for a second, but like I will say I'm not a ghost.
Kirk Minahan, he's been
Makes it
dead
seem-
for 40 years.
Yeah, and that's the reverence he has for EEI
That's-
Boston
that's
Radio.
my
He
point.
thinks
You're right.
that is still the pinnacle. He doesn't
Right.
recognize.
He's like
that the-
you think like that too. You think radio's
time.
bigger than pop. You do. You
I
do.
do.
You still
I do all
yeah,
the time.
You do. Go ahead.
I do.
I'm going on Kirk Minahan's network tonight. And when I tell you I'm in a little town called Windham, New Hampshire. We are, 60 miles outside of Boston. And again, Kirk has not been on the air here in Boston in almost 6 years. Every guy, and there was 200 men in there, when they heard Kirk Minahan I got a standing ovation. So they told me, get the fuck out. Like, go see Kirk. Like, go do what you
Run,
got.
Patrick!
People have an allegiance in New England to Kirk, and the brilliant Gilroy.
I believe that story 1,000%.
Patrick will carry you there.
Kirk,
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you, guys.
What are you still doing here? Go! Speed limit.
Especially
way over
they just all carry Patrick. They just run with him.
Luckily, there was a cop there to turn on the siren and lead
Tug
Patrick.
Marabelli.
It's like a wedding where they watch the car leave or let the limo go to the honeymoon.
Where was he?
Where's he
200
going?
people in Windham New. Where was he?
He said he was at some fundraiser for
His kid. They're raising money for his kids' football league uniforms.
They're really there just talk about me. It's one of those Kirk Minihane get-togethers.
It's annoying.
Where is he?
I'm available to MC those events.
Yeah, no
football.
kidding.
Let's go.
Should be doing that.
Patrick, you go get that job.
His ex-wife waves to him in the back. Jesus.
You go. You and the new Chad.
It's unbelievable. Well, I mean, that's very kind. Those 200 people all stood up at the same time. Who do you say?
Patrick.
I want a video of that. Oh, yeah. It's just been on the radio. Huh?
I'm not going to.
If he can produce a video of that, can he play the basketball team?
Sure,
for
of
season
course.
2?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Good. What else did Justin?
He did say that he would produce.
Oh.
To lie to you. Like, Lollipops paid the bills. Like, it's done it for 12 years, and it's not going to stop. Kirk probably couldn't pay me what I make annually selling lollipops. It is recession-proof. It is pandemic-proof. And I do okay with it. I do radio, do podcasts because I love it. If Kirk needed somebody to come in and be a producer once a week for free, I'd do it in a heartbeat. I'd be a third chair, be a producer, whatever,
stunned to hear
part time for free. I don't want his $40,000 or $50,000 a year to do it full time. But I would do whatever he needed me to do.
Does anybody want to get paid for this fucking job?
Show him how much I
Too bad,
respect
Justin.
him and how much I love being a part of the world.
I'll tell you who
So,
does,
yeah,
by the
yeah.
way. That was the
that?
saddest moment
All right,
of the
thank
Friday
you.
show.
What's that?
John.
Oh, yeah, I saw you tweet
John
this out.
kept saying, he's like, I want to do it. And you were like, just no one wants it. Literally, the clip I tweeted was John goes, I want to do the job. And Clemmer goes, they all stink. Or they run away.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess Dave is uniquely, I just ignore Mike's story about me ignoring John.
I can't. I'm sorry, John. I tried.
I like John. That's the problem. John's just like a nice guy, though.
It does seem like you don't want him to produce.
Well, I don't think John would move here for the second producer job.
He kind of said he would.
I know, but I think he's saying he would, but he wouldn't. I don't like.
Wait, did you guys have a private conversation?
What'd you say, Dave?
I think it's a little risky. Like somebody moving. I don't know.
I'm with you.
It's just.
He hangs out with those fucking losers.
Here we go.
sometimes.
Here we go.
What?
This is the real reason.
No, I'm just saying. He's gonna be up all night doing heroin with those guys.
But he was good. I
Yeah,
thought he was
John's good. Yeah.
His game was bad. Come on.
His
Oh,
game
it was a bad game.
Okay.
But, I just mean,
But he's good. I'm
even
with
he was
John
better in the
too.
producer search. Like I didn't necessarily think he was going to be great. I thought he was great during the
I
producer
agree.
search.
No, he's good. He's good. Much better than Clemmer was.
My favorite part of the game is just at the end going, you are now king of the decade.
Yeah, it's nice.
Such high esteem to put on that.
No, the clip of him laughing and doing this little clap thing when Mick
Oh,
gets
that's
it,
great.
that was
That was
unbelievable.
I don't want to say anything's below Clemmer, but Clemmer crawling around looking for purple hats feels even for Clemmer low. Don't you think?
I thought off mic Clemmer was. I think he should do that like on every Barstool podcast, where he just gives advice like in the other room, yells advice in.
What was he doing?
When
during
Mick
Mick
was in
was
here,
there.
he's like, actually, here's what I think.
Hey, you ever do a fucking show, Clemmer? Nobody can hear you, you idiot. Oh, Jesus. All right, so that pretty much closes the Gilroy chapter, I think. I don't know what else there is to say. Just like, do you want to have him in? I'm like, but why? He'll just do that. Like, we just did it. We just had him in.
Yeah.
Isn't he just like a basketball guy too? Like he only talks about the Celtics.
I have no idea.
I think that's what he used to know.
He did
as.
some
Do
very.
a podcast with Will. Let them talk
that'd
about
be
the NBA
perfect.
together. you know?
Ooh,
Perfect.
Right.
that's
there you go.
dynamic.
Yeah.
Well,
What
he gave the network a lot of credit for the boost for the Pat and Cat show.
No, great.
Since it's been on the network, it's gotten a huge growth.
That's why he was reluctant to expose me because of how much the network has helped his podcast.
He had to do it, though. Sometimes a man has to do what he has to do.
I like the idea of Justin like walking up to Gilroy. I hear you're thinking of turning on me. Be a shame if Pat and Cat never got up.
Like, I see 212 views a couple of episodes ago.
Disappear.
What'd you say again? Oh, you want to go to the Beanbag Ron Network?
I see 16 reviews here. You ever see 16 turn to 0?
I will ruin you, Gilroy.
Maybe we'll call it the Pat and Cunt Show.
Lollipops gone. Do you understand me?
We'll burn those Doritos. We'll be dancing for days. Recession proof, huh? Try me. Standing ovations, kaput.
Hard to get to Windham, New Hampshire when your brake lines are cut, eh, Gilroy?
What else we got? What else?
That
we
was
got?
it.
What do you got,
on my
Mutt?
list here? Put my list.
You have a game?
I did not bring a game today. No game.
Okay.
Let's see here.
What do you think of the Karen Reed, Greg Hill?
I don't get. I was gonna
ask you. I'm an expert here.
Was I invited? Who's to say?
Sure.
But
Right. Well, yeah, naturally.
Really?
Yeah.
was I invited? Who's to say?
Sure. We'll leave
Say it again.
We'll leave that out there. Yeah. Go ahead. I mean, you should be there.
I was invited.
You were
I said no.
invited?
I was invited.
To the Greg Hill dinner?
It was a random like crew. They do things like that, like a crew of
Who's
people.
they?
Like her clique. Like they have people, and there's a bunch of people that go. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I was invited to the courthouse. I was
didn't
told
you
I was
Turtle
going to
Boy
meet her.
there or no?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I was told I was going to meet her, and
Boy, how exciting.
well, I just wanted to like I don't know why would I say no? I guess
True, huh?
right?
Chance of
So
being a killer, yeah.
But I didn't get to meet her.
Okay.
So it was what it was. But I don't know. I don't think Greg Hill said anything like crazy.
Well, they said on Friday's show she agreed to join the show for an exclusive interview.
Yeah, after she doesn't
So
want me.
she didn't take. That's confirmed.
No, but I'll get it.
But it's weird. Like she didn't take the stand in her trial, right?
No.
So what's she going to say on the radio?
It's a little different.
There's another trial looming, isn't there?
Yeah, she's not going to say shit.
She's not going to say anything. Yeah,
She's
she
not-
is.
first of all-
They said she has an exclusive with Vanity Fair.
I would say she's definitely not her. Or one who's not going to be a Greg Hill show. Doesn't make any sense.
No, she'll go
She'll
in
get paid.
national. She'll go in some
Yeah,
kind of
some Dateline or something. Like,
Right,
yeah.
right.
I mean, she'll probably go on with Greg.
Though that Netflix thing that they announced with her is not her project. Like I don't think she's involved in that.
Well, she shouldn't be if you're Netflix. You don't want her involved in it.
Yeah, but you don't want those psychopaths. I think the psychos are involved with that.
Who's that? Oh,
Like the people who hate Turtle Boy. I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's just
why don't they
weird.
just do it independent? Like,
I thought Turtle Boy was supposed to be involved with it. No,
I
wasn't
think
that
his is a
originally
separate
the
one.
Oh.
I think she's doing an independent one, and then they're going to go sell it to Hulu. or
why aren't
something
you
like
involved in this?
that. I'm sure I'll be involved in something down the line. They'll probably use a lot of my content.
I would think they'd have to.
I would
It's going to
assume.
work.
Do you want the guy who's playing you in the Aaron Hernandez series? Would you like me? So I went to high school with one of the actors who's playing the actor who's playing Steve Adazio. This guy Scott Ruggles actually went on EEI.
Steve
last
Adazio's in the Aaron
week.
Hernandez
He's in
series?
because I think he was.
Oh, he was a Florida, right?
coach when
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
there. He might have coached tight ends. I'm not sure. Are you going to try to get him on? And
So did Hernandez. Right, McPhee?
would you want him on the show? Any effort? Is it worth having him
Well,
on?
look at
The guy's
McPhee
playing
lately.
you.
You seen the McPhee?
Producer
McPhee
right
stuff?
here, see? Yeah, what's that?
You seen the McPhee stuff?
Yes, yeah.
I
She reached out to me. She's trying to, get back into my good graces after that.
Oh,
Hernandez.
I missed it. What
I
did
know.
Michelle? What's she up to?
She's on the Birchmore stuff now.
Ooh.
These people are like, boy, the Sandra Birchmore story is crazy. Oh, yeah, no shit.
They smell cash now.
Who knew? Sure, why not?
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll reach out to him to see if he'll come on the show. But do you want him before the episode airs, or do you want him like afterwards to react to him playing you?
We'll take
If I
him
can
any
get
way
it.
we can get
Okay.
him. Anyway,
On it.
thank you.
This guy
On it.
booking
Good
guests.
producer. Good
On it.
job.
On it.
Good job. It's more than Justin can do.
Do you see the trailer for that show came out?
Yeah, we talked about it on the show.
No, that was the teaser we talked about. This is the long form.
It's like
Yes.
a full 2-minute trailer.
Do you know the guy who plays
Pretty
Bob
boring.
Kraft is Michael J. Fox's friend Styles from Teen Wolf? That's how old I am now.
I didn't know that. No.
Who did I see in there? I could not
That's how
believe
fucking
it.
old I am.
Is he doing like a craft impression? You know?
I don't think he's doing an impression of like Tom Landry.
Well, I'm saying, is he doing Kraft is a
Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Oh,
distinct
yeah,
voice.
yeah. You're playing RFK Jr. or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah,
Yeah, no, I don't think I saw him speaking in the clip. I think it's like the press conference when he signs.
Because that could be messy.
It looks fucking terrible. It looks so cheap.
Well, let's book the guest first before we start ripping it.
Oh, sure. Well, no, I think Justin Grace, is that his name?
Yes.
I think he's going to give a good, nuanced performance as the killer, ultimately, by Hernandez, me.
I hope so.
I'm telling you, the guy's going to go into the Hernandez room and kill him at the end, me. Like in the.
Well, he's
in the
already done
prison
it,
room.
right? Like, he knows how he plays you if you interview him.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. Pretty cagey. What else?
KMS Reloaded is back. Steve Snell's back.
He was killing you, right?
Yeah.
Jesus. I'm telling you, the worm is turned on Justin. Will Justin be playful or will he break?
It's interesting.
I suspect he'll break.
Yeah, probably.
He keeps
When do you
saying
move
that.
back
That
to your,
doesn't-
when
that
do you move back
doesn't
to
instill a faith.
Bubba's house? It's already now in the middle of August.
Probably sometime in September.
Yeah, that makes the most sense.
Is that like a day after Labor Day?
It's whenever the pool closes, pretty much.
Kids go back
Yeah,
to
but
school.
now you're just going to
Justin goes
Canobie
home.
Lake Park to chill out.
Gotta on the
It's not
bus.
disgusting enough that Justin drove 3 hours round trip to go to the Canobie Lake
Absurd.
Pool. That's something a psycho does.
It's a weird move by Justin.
By himself is definitely.
Yeah.
That's very weird.
I just wanted to have a relaxing day.
There's no flow pool closer to the Canobie Lake Park to your house?
No.
I find that absolutely
It's
impossible.
weird to not mention it to like the show. It's a thing on the show that you were there. You
I
know
thought it
what I
would
mean?
be content for the show.
Right.
You want me to just go to Canobie? I felt like if I put out more Canobie Lake Park videos, it's like every month.
No, I didn't care if you did that, but when you said you were going to Canobie Lake Park, I didn't think you were doing it alone to go on the lazy river.
He texted you that he was going to Canobie Lake Park?
No, he said it on the show.
Oh, right.
So I was like, oh, well, he's going. Okay, whatever. I didn't realize you were
Makes
going
sense.
by yourself to hang out at the lazy river. I mean, that is
And I also wanted to see
perverted.
the Taylor Swift impersonator.
How was the show?
Oh, it was great. It was packed.
It was when I went the week before.
Mama went by himself to go on the lazy river the week before.
With my family, our
Sure.
annual
Oh,
trip.
sure.
Now, reach out to Justin. Told me where the good ribs were. Thank you, Justin.
Do you go on all the rides?
I didn't do.
You do the one that Kate and Harry did. The one that
didn't do
goes-
Untamed. My
Is that the one that goes way up in the?
no, that's like it didn't do. I don't know what that blaster or something.
Yeah, Jesus, they do that.
The Untamed, it goes sort of upside down, kind of like corkscrew, but it's
You did that?
no. I
The kids do that?
Carter and my wife did, yes.
Jesus.
Benny and I said thanks, but no. We did the Yankee Cannonball twice, Carter and I.
I
Right at the
can't-
beginning
I
of the
can't
day and then right
remember
at the
that.
end.
Did you do the Boston Tea Party?
We did do the Boston Tea Party.
How were the lines?
Flipping soaked. It was the day
You
before
got
big.
flipping soaked, Mike.
The lines were busy because Friday was going to be a washout. Anyone who's going to go Friday was going to go Thursday, so it was.
The ribs were good.
55 minutes the first time we did Yankee Cannonball. That was the line. So that was pretty
Jesus. The ribs were good.
Ribs are really good.
That's good.
But the Taylor Swift show, the first one that was the first one of the day, 10 o'clock. It's I don't know how to. It's like a 300-person little.
Yeah,
it's not a
I know
booth.
where it is. Yeah.
Filled and people outside standing room to watch Taylor Swift, and these moms and girls are singing along for 30 minutes with
And
Taylor
Justin.
Swift.
What do you expect?
Shoot them to the
She's a
moon.
megastar. My daughter just
Place
did a
is
Taylor
great.
Swift
Yeah, but
camp
it's not
all
her.
week.
She did?
They just did dances to Taylor Swift songs.
Justin would go
Dressed
to
up
that.
like Taylor Swift.
You would go to that, Justin. If it
No.
wasn't perceived as weird, you would go to it. If the world got rid of weird in their minds and it was just, you could just go,
You can do anything.
you would go.
Yes.
Yes, you would go. I go to Bruce Springsteen camp. I don't blame you.
Taylor Swift get a slice of any of this stuff?
No.
Her name's on it?
No.
I mean, really, Jesus.
You know?
And she hangs around with some toxic friends, I see.
Blake Lively.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Calling people trannies.
Yeah. Trying to bring that back.
I heard Blake Lively has some terrible, like, made-for-TV movie coming out.
No, she has a movie.
she has
out.
a real
It's
movie.
made like $100 million. That basically is a TV movie.
Well, okay, maybe that's what I heard.
It ends with us.
I heard the
is that what it's
plot
called?
line, and I was like,
Yeah.
this sounds
It's like
horrible.
an abused wife or something. It's made like $100 million already. The book
Has
was
it really?
the book was
Jesus
a massive
Christ.
book, like a massive like girl book.
It sounded pretty rough.
Oh, yeah.
She was already getting bludgeoned, and then did she just recently do that interview where she was like, "Congratulations on the baby" to the reporter? Did you
Well,
see
no,
that?
the reporter said to her first, she was pregnant. It was an older one. She's like, congratulations on your bump. And Blake Lively was like, yeah, congratulations on your bump. The girl was just like a little overweight.
And
or
not,
something.
not only is she not pregnant, she legitimately can never be
Right.
pregnant.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. The worm has turned on her now.
It's
People don't
bad.
like her. Yeah.
You're against that couple, though, right?
Yes, I don't like Blake Lively. I don't like Ryan Reynolds. They seem AI generated. Nothing seems real about them.
Getting a lot of
I like
Ryan
her,
Reynolds
but I
ad.
hate him.
I didn't agree
Ryan
with you
Reynolds,
guys.
hate him.
I didn't agree with you guys' take when you said this a while ago. Now I get a lot of Ryan Reynolds ads, and I'm like, all right, enough.
Yeah, he's just like a Chevy Chase. I don't like him. Don't like him. I do not want him on the show. If he calls, I'll come and see you tomorrow. I would tell him to piss into the wind.
Wow. You wouldn't want to tell him to his face how you feel about him?
No. He'd be turned out to be like another Psycho Minifan, though. He'd be sitting there with Snell in some campsite, just ranting and raving. Blake Lively. Who needs it? What did Snell? Do you have any good Snell stuff against you in particular?
Well, his point about like me.
Do you have a cut up, or do you just have the entire thing as a block?
I have timestamps.
All right. Well, what jumps out? What's the best stuff? I didn't get a chance to watch it yet.
Mick goes to take his nappy nap, and he hands Justin his phone. Now, anyone watching this, I'm sure, knows, but in case you don't, what Justin did was, Justin takes Mick's phone, he opens up the Twitter app.
That's why Brady never gave up his
He
phone.
clicks on the drop-down menu. He scrolls down to switch accounts. He sees that Mick has a Coleman shit talk burner account, and it could end there. He could just, bring that up on the show on Thursday or whatever the fuck it is, or Monday or whenever the hell it would come up. He could just bring it up. Oh yeah, Mick had a Coleman burner account. No, instead what he does, he clicks on the name to log Mick out of his account. He logs into the burner
None of this
account.
This is really boring.
Yeah.
This is dreadful. Jesus Christ. I mean, okay, whatever. But no, am I wrong? What?
I don't really know who Snell is, so it's.
You missed the whole Snell thing?
I don't know. Is he-
Shame.
Yeah. He had a brief run.
The only
Also,
thing I
Mick
liked,
wasn't napping; he was driving, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think any of it is right.
the only thing I liked about the Snell program, this latest one, was
Yeah.
when he accused Steve Robinson of going to Mike Geary and saying you cannot do.
You don't know this didn't happen.
You cannot do Mike and the Minifans on Friday night to protect
I have no
sales.
comment on the matter.
Yeah, that was his take.
Wait, what is it? So Steve went to Mike and said Mike can't do it?
Can't do it to protect his sales
Mike,
for Friday
confirm
night.
or deny?
I have no comment on the matter.
Did you have a conversation with Steve about that?
I will. I told you I was busy Friday, and I just happened to be going to a GOP event. I don't see why you would draw
I don't
that
see any
conclusion.
correlation.
I need to fact check you on this. It was not Snell. It was Menners.
Oh,
It was Menners.
sorry, that's right. It
Yeah,
was
yeah,
Menner's
yeah.
take. Yep.
I could see Steve doing that, though.
Mike can't do it.
I can't. You can see Steve going to me and saying, "Hey, man, if you're up there, I won't be able to sell any tickets."
I thought the thing Steve wanted to do. I thought Steve was
Last time
assuming.
Steve was here, I think everything's in play now.
I thought he was assuming Mike was going to do a live show after his viewing of the movie, so more fans would go to it.
That'd be even funnier.
That's what I thought.
I think it's after is funnier, I think, in a way.
After
the movie's shown.
Oh, me just talking to people that are already
That's what I thought he was
exhausted.
going to do.
Just like the
All right, guys.
The movie's like 30 minutes, so I don't.
Oh, that's true.
What did Menner say?
Actually, the same time that's going on. Because I don't think there's going to be a Mike and the Minifans that night. I think Mike can't do it. And I wonder if there's something going on there. I wonder if Steve's reached out to Mike and said, "Oh, can you not sabotage my documentary?" Because Steve knows if Mike does a Mike and the Minifans in Saco that night, he's fucked. Like that's just going to wipe out any more ticket sales. Whereas if he doesn't do a Mike,
You
and
will
the
never
Minifans,
show
there's
your
a
face in
chance
Maine
if you're in
again.
Saco and, a lot of Minifans with spare cash. They'll just fork up the 100 and go and see it. He might get lucky and sell.
That might be the most
50 or
half-assed
60
one he's ever
tickets.
put up there. He's not even thinking we threw that one up there. I give him credit. See if it sticks. But
I
it's just-
appreciate it. I appreciate his thought process.
Yeah, sure. All right, what else?
You see, Jared in the Section 10 is doing a Section 10 night at the Worcester Red Sox thing.
That doesn't surprise me.
August 31st.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise
And
me.
at Fenway.
And then like a week later, they're going to Fenway.
Yeah, they do stuff like that. I don't care. I mean, good for Jared. What else?
What's wrong with that?
He had a good guest this week.
Who do you have on?
Buck.
Did he really?
Steve, I'm sure it was to promote the old time baseball game.
Oh,
But I think Carrabis.
wow. That's
I think
still
Jared is playing.
Holy shit! Did you see that picture of Buck, Bob Ryan, and Dan Shaughnessy?
I actually thought Ryan did not look as bad as I thought he would because he's just always looked bad.
his
Like, he just
He looks the same. Like,
Yeah.
I see. He does still stuff with like Tangway and Jeff Goodman. I see him on
Does he
Twitter all
really?
the time. Yeah, they do a show together.
God, Bob, put it down. Put the microphone down. Jesus.
Do you guys own this? You lease the building or own the space? Like, what's the situation here?
What?
It's a fucking business.
Well, I'm looking at these. Like you can buy these ice machines and sort of as a revenue.
See, I gotta hire this guy as a producer, Mike, right there. He's bringing a new story in right there.
And he's thinking business.
I like that.
See, Justin did a good job. His stories are terrible, though. Like Jared Carrabis, who gives two fucks?
I try.
Yeah, it's-
Do my
I
best.
thought it
you
was
got to
fair.
work hard.
I thought it was a good story.
Thank you.
You did?
Yeah, I think
What's to say about that?
Carrabis is always good.
He is?
Yeah.
Since when? What's that?
Mutt brought up a good story this morning that we haven't gotten to yet.
What's that?
It's on my
Better than
list.
this ice machine story. What is it?
Do you know when you think back on the Rich Shertenlieb show? What are your favorite bits? If you could spitball a few.
It's a good question. The Twitter account one where he was trying to, what was it? He's trying to raise, you got a
Okay.
certain Twitter number?
That's a funny one. Yeah, when he was
Okay.
he said, "Yep, yeah, that's
Good.
good. Yep."
Yep.
Well, hopefully that will be part of the Rich Rewind.
What is that?
When you can go back and listen to all your favorite Rich Shertenlieb
That's
show
available?
bits. Yeah, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
that was today from 6 to 10 a.m. on WZLX. We are 3 months into a new radio show. Rich had the day off, and rather than
I
just
think
let
less
Kenny
than
Young and Emerson Latzia and Michael Hurley do a show together, they were doing a Rich Rewind where they were playing bits and stuff they've done the last couple months and reacting to it like live on the air. Instead of doing a live radio show,
Who was reacting to it?
Kenny Young and Michael Hurley.
Oh.
Like they'd play an old bit, come back
that
from
was a
commercial
good
break.
time, huh?
And at one point, Kenny says,
Mike's going to have to do that at some point with this show.
"Oh, maybe that's what beanbags do."
Boy, Cullinane, we sure have had a lot of guest stars drop by.
I was just thinking the other day how much I miss Gilbert Godfrey.
I got the
You know,
name.
that transgender mom was a lot of fun, wasn't she?
Let's roll tape on that.
I would help host that. Minahan Memories.
Yeah, there you go.
KMS
I like
Memories.
that. I like
Minahan
that.
Memories.
Jesus.
This is a morning drive today. And then Dave tells me
He is
they're
reading.
now-
He is reading the Mutstack out loud now.
Yes, he is.
Go ahead.
Yep.
they're now playing 3 songs an
Music.
hour.
They got
on
music
that
in
show.
now. That was inevitable. Yeah, that was inevitable.
Which is
They're-
embarrassing.
Is that them admitting that's a mistake, Dave?
I don't think it's them admitting it's success, Mud. They're playing music again.
Right.
It's victory music.
That's got to hurt. The first time Shertenlieb played like Money for Nothing, he must have been like, "Oh my God, this is not working." Which I told Mutt the ratings would be terrible. He didn't believe it.
And I thought it'd be mid-4s, be a fine show. But then maybe they need football season.
It's like a 2, right?
They're 2-6.
You think
last
football season's going to help that fucking show? With EEI and 98.5? They're going to listen to Shertenlieb talk football?
Well, Ted Johnson's on there 3 times a week. He's
Who gives a
wow.
shit?
Oh, my God.
Well, what's weird about that too is it's not what they would have on like rock stations was essentially a comedy show for all intents and
Right.
It's a sports show that plays music now.
That show was never anything. Like they never defined themselves ever. It wanted to be everything and there was nothing.
Right.
That's you can't do that. That's why, yeah. That's why I now know if I went back and I used to say it would take me a year. You put me in any FM stick anywhere, I'd be number 1 by the second book. By the second.
Well, ZLX might come calling soon. Who knows?
But I won't do it.
You're legitimately the only person.
Thank you, Dave. Yes, I am.
I would have hoped Justin would have chimed in and said that, but I'm here.
Thank you,
But
Dave. Yeah. I would never have justice.
there's nobody else. That's why like Chad Finn sucking off Mike Felger is infuriating me.
Well,
lately.
Felger's done a great job.
No, he hasn't really.
Oh, he has. He's had a great career.
A station switched. A station came on.
No, but he's
in
done
FM
well. He's done
while
very
the
well.
Powerhouse was on AM, and anybody and their mother could have been.
Now, I will say
Oh, that's so
I will say he went against
care.
he went
It's
against Mike Salk, Michael Hawley, Rich Keefe, Dale Arnold, and Adam Jones.
Like no disrespect,
and Lou Merlone. So I mean, we're not talking about.
But those guys went against Felger and lost. You know what I mean? Like those guys went against Felger and lost.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
but Felger's clearly better than all of that.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I mean, so he didn't go against me.
Right.
No disrespect. I like Joe Murray. I've known him for years on 98.5 at nights.
Is the Fatso?
He did like a 26 last book.
Of course, there's nothing to do with
it. Might be the highest rate.
Crush it.
Mike Mutnansky would do a 26 on 98.5
No,
the Sports Hub. Yes, he would. Yes, he would.
No, they
are a powerhouse now.
No, he would bring them down. He'd be the one.
He would not. He would not.
There's somebody. I read the other day. Alex Verdugo's allergic to like his batting gloves.
Yep.
Ratings. That's
Radio.
yeah. The station would crash within a week.
Felger just stopped showing up. His
Yeah.
chair's empty.
They'd be like, Felger has a 2 in the last weekly. I don't understand this.
We can move on from this point, but I think we should. Chad Finn did him. I don't know, filleting Felger was not the issue. It's the Barrett Sports Media did the same story 48 hours earlier.
That is
so
the
they
issue.
got beat nationally on that should have been a local story, and
Who
Chad
did?
just
Who got
copy and
beat
pasted it 2 days later. Chad,
But nobody reads Barrett Sports Media.
Yeah.
the industry does.
But got beat by who? The guy reading
Jason
the Globe.
Barrett.
The guy reading the Globe. Nobody read the Globe was like, I read this in Barrett Sports Media.
I know Dave reads it.
I do.
Showed a
I check
picture
it out.
today.
Jason Barrett.
Colin
great.
Coward saying that's the best local radio show he has ever heard.
I think he's ever listened to any. How many local radio shows is he listening to?
Whenever he travels.
He was a big radio dork.
Was he?
In his early years, wasn't he?
Jason Barrett's a whore. That's a fact. No?
I believe there's some consulting involved.
Yeah,
What he
a
does,
prostitute. What else, Justin? What other terrible stories you got?
Montante says he's good for if we want to call him now.
All right, let's call him.
So it's ice machine. So you can buy them, and then people pay for bags of ice. Do you have space here where I could put an ice machine?
What is this, Shark Tank? What are we doing here?
Hello? Who would come into this
Can't you
building?
just do that at
ice?
drive-thrus now?
1 second, Mike. What are you talking about? What are you saying?
I'm thinking about buying an ice machine, but I need to have space for it. So I'm curious. Is there?
I don't want to get caught in your bits.
This is tough.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Not a
This is
bit.
tough.
Not a bit.
You want to buy an ice machine. Why?
I want to buy multiple ice machines and put them around the area and collect money from them. They make money. These are revenue makers. Now, people don't want to walk into stores for bags of ice. They want to walk to a machine and get. Have you seen these coffee trucks that are out
Listen
there?
to me. Get a fucking job.
No, it's called
He's got to
self-employment.
do this.
Self-employment.
Got to do it.
I'm in.
Okay, so you want
Thank
you
How
want
much-
me to
how much
you
I
want me
have
to
to
house? What am I going to get out of it?
Well, you get a percentage.
What
I don't-
slice of the ice, baby? What am I getting?
I don't. That's what we'd have to negotiate. At some
Okay,
point.
so what,
Hold on a second here.
go ahead.
I don't mind the idea of selling ice. Someone's going to come into this building, walk up the stairs,
And buy the ice?
So
into here and buy the
believe
ice.
what you can do if you say you had the.
You're
app,
saying
like-
you're saying
Hold
if
on
I,
a second.
hold
I
on,
can't
hold,
talk
hold
in a
on,
second.
hold on, shut up. So you're saying if I go to Cumberland Farms,
right.
when I go to Cumberland Farms and there's a barbecue, and I get the 2 bags of ice.
Yes. Yes.
Why can't I just do that there? This is
Because
exciting. Call Montante back a little bit. I actually feel like we're on Shark Tank now.
because you may not.
I don't love that experience though. Do you? I don't love opening up the door, grabbing the 2 bags.
I
of
don't
ice.
either.
They
You
usually
walk
stick
in-
together.
How much does it cost landed? What are we talking about?
I've just started the. I've looked at a couple different options. Like there's a big push now.
By the way, we all know this is not ever going to happen.
I'm just asking the question. Like there's the push for people to start their own power washing companies. Like you can get a power wash.
Stick to the ice, baby. Stick to the ice.
I don't know the details of it, but I've been trying to. You have to get the land first. Like there are these people who own like parking lots are just putting ice machines in parking lots, and on the app it'll show you where the closest one is.
Oh, I like it, so you don't have to really be there.
So you don't have to. No, just it's a revenue stream. Just
make money while you're sleeping. You know what he's saying?
But see, I like the idea. This building is a terrible.
You don't think people would come up the stairs and?
You think I want people to walk up the stairs in this building and get ice?
No, nobody.
Who's
would
gonna?
ever, you don't want to. You don't want to interact with
work
a human.
here 24 hours a day.
No, you don't have. It's self.
It's a studio, man. People walk around here at 2 a.m. and get ice.
There's a bunch of empty buildings, offices up here. But I didn't think about the fact that you'd be doing a show, people walk in to get ice.
No, your question should be.
I hate that, honestly.
Can I rent this? Can I rent the space in front of the building?
Like Cullinane tried to do with Jerry. Tried to rent the space.
No, I didn't. I said no to that.
It was
Didn't
a tryout show. I don't know. Yeah. Well, how much does it cost? You know how much it costs, though?
No, I'm starting.
So you've done really no research on it.
No, but the beginning, because you really the real.
Take 2 seconds to see how much it costs. No,
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
I think it's close to it'd be close to $10,000, right?
Yeah.
For the unit?
We have to rent it
for the good ones. There are different companies that are doing this
for the
now.
good ones. You have to rent, but you have to also rent the space and stuff.
So that's the issue. You can really make if you have the space already. Like if I had a parking lot.
Who the fuck is driving around to pick up ice?
No, but I would
in
like
the
to.
summer all the time.
I would like to.
All the time.
Oh, that's true. That's kind of a. I mean, you'll get some in the winter, but
just go to Cumberland Farms or
yeah, but you have to,
I don't like that
go
experience.
in, open the freezer, like this. You walk up, swipe your card, bag of ice gone.
And it's that damn thing is always outside, so you feel uncomfortable. Like, can I pay for it
That's not
before
true.
I
They're
go in?
inside sometimes.
How many times have you forgotten a bag of
lot of
ice
them are
and you'd
outside.
rather just swing by and get it instead of going into a store?
4 times.
I like what he's saying.
8 times. I don't know.
I don't hate the business idea.
You want to drive 8 miles out of your way just to swipe and get a bag of ice?
No,
the idea.
Walking in. The idea is that over time,
this is Main Street, Watertown.
First of all, where's it close? What's the ice app? What is it?
The different companies that you can just.
Well, name one.
He's early on
I'm
this.
still early.
Remember when
in the
Elon
process.
Musk came out with Tesla and everyone said, well, the supercharger isn't going to be everywhere. It's going to be in one spot. Nobody's going to just drive to that one spot. Well, now
This is exactly
they're popping
like
up left
that.
and right.
100%.
They're popping up left and right.
That's true. How are you going to raise the $10,000 for that? Your dad doesn't give you. That's a lot of 20s.
I have still some money stored. I can start to dip into the 401k. I can start to dip.
No,
in.
let's not do that,
No.
dum-dum.
Why?
Let's not. That's like the number one thing they
Why?
say not to do. We get hit with penalties, obviously.
All right, is that true?
Substantial
Is your kids'
penalties.
college
Yes,
funds
your
paid?
kids-
Also, then you don't have a
you can just
retirement.
take
There's
from your
no
401k.
506b yet. No, we haven't.
Yo, have any of your kids' college fund yet?
No.
Not $1 for either one?
No. They're going to go to college. College is so outdated.
That's
like,
true.
Who's sending kids to college anymore?
Learn a trade.
Rich people. That's who. We're not rich.
I'm sure when your kids are in high school, they're going to want to go to college.
I don't think so.
Okay.
It is becoming more popular, I think, not to.
It's definitely becoming more popular not to.
Okay.
I'll give
It's,
them that.
Do we, we're so such a thoughtful campus to send my kids to now. What college you want to go to?
What if your kid
We're
wants to be a
gonna learn.
lawyer? What if your kid wants to be a doctor?
Then they have to go to college.
Then
That's what I'm
We'll
saying.
start to see some of that
So if
in
this
there.
kid does well in school, and Mutt's like, well, too bad because it was a liberal school.
I'll tell you, a communications degree was worthless.
Yeah, well,
It's certainly
you're a dummy.
and a double major in communications journalism also.
Yeah, but don't pass your failures on to your kids.
It's not a failure. I just recognize
What if
now
all your
that
kids does well in school and like, Dad, I want to do this. Like my daughter wants to be a veterinarian. I just say to her, no, go work.
No matter what. And
What's
I
the
don't-
mentality
I
of
don't
every
think it's pushed
generation
on
before
you.
that? But I know that, but there should be a positive. Put it this way, Mike, you don't have kids.
Right.
He should have $1 saved for them right now, just in case.
Well, sure. Yeah, I'm not arguing for that.
You don't think so, Mike?
I'd say like 2 years ago I was ready to start. Things happened and
Well, I'm just
those funds
saying,
went
as
elsewhere.
opposed to you going, to horse races and drinking and gambling and ice machines, maybe you should have $50 for your kid's college.
But in
fund.
fairness,
That's what the ice
in fairness
machines
to
are
him,
for.
he should be saving. He should be putting himself before the kid's college fund. So if he's saving for his retirement potentially, that's more important than his kid's college fund.
Not if this kid wants to go to college. No, it's not. Your kid's the most important thing.
He has to survive after he.
I live on the street if my kid could go to college. If Kay was like, hey, I want to be a veterinarian, I would live on the street.
Well, she could go to a different college for
I'm just saying,
way
but-
less
but
money.
I agree, but if you want to be a doctor,
Yeah, she
Also,
could-
you're
well, sure, but
well,
you still have to spend a lot of money.
You're in
though.
a financial bracket where Kate might not get help financially. Maybe she will through grades, that's true, but financially you're all set.
But forget it. If I was a janitor, I'd feel that way.
Mutt's tanking is.
I think terrible strategy.
Mike, these last
I
few
think
tax
it's
returns
against
are going to help.
advice.
These last few tax
I
returns.
think a financial advisor would say that's
I
a
agree.
dumb idea.
I agree.
But I get what you're saying.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. I agree.
That's a good guy move by you.
Thank you.
That's going to play well with the audience.
On the record.
Yeah.
I'm a great dad.
I like Mutt playing like the Patriots will this year. Just
For no reason.
for better draft picks.
For no reason.
Oh, by the way this country's going, kids are going to go to school for free. I won't need any money. It'll be free college
See, I don't
for
like
everybody.
this. I like this like Joe Rogan attitude, where it's just like, the country's going. It's like, no, you should save some money for your
college
kids.
debt. It's not Joe Rogan attitude.
Okay, they're not going to do that for. They're not going to do that for
debt.
guys like us. They're not.
Guys like who?
White people.
Okay, well, you're rich. I'm poor. It's different.
Well, I just offered you a job. You turned it down. You want to work in an ice place.
Because of ego.
Not a nice place.
You agree with that, Dave? Ego?
I think so.
I happen to agree with you.
He doesn't want to, like, disappointing you is ridiculous.
This guy needs BetterHelp more than anybody. BetterHelp.com/Kirk10. Never skip therapy day with BetterHelp. BetterHelp.com/Kirk10. 10% off your first month. BetterHelp.com/Kirk10. Entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, suited to your schedule. You fill out that questionnaire. We've talked about it. We've all done it. BetterHelp.com/Kirk10. 10% off today. Get moving. Our great friends at BetterHelp. What else? Montante. Give him a call.
I think I found the app too.
The Ice app.
Ice to You. It's not showing any ice vending machines in this area.
Look out. Look out.
Hello.
I'm in with you.
I might invest in this.
Wow. That's who better? Who better to have?
Ice machine, Mutstack.com.
I'd give you a little seed
What
money,
are
Mutt.
the bags
I'm
look
seeing
like?
they're heavy duty, like not those cheap plastic bags that might melt through. These are thick.
What
like
happens?
this.
What
I like
happens
this.
when
I
the
like-
machine breaks inside? Who's fixing that?
I do.
I looked that up.
You fix. Okay.
No,
See,
well,
we're already
yeah,
we're
it's
already
a
now
part
in
of
the
it.
flaw part of the system.
I'm gonna keep my wallet holstered.
I can do things mechanically. I'm not
No, but you hire
inept like you.
But you hire somebody to do that.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
I'm assuming
Well,
it's
if it doesn't
it's an
work,
HVAC guy, basically.
Yeah, there must be somebody you would
But
contract.
hold
to
on,
do
but
that.
is that part of?
I get too many questions, not enough answers. I'm out.
We're still in.
I'm still in.
Mutt, you know what I want to hear, and that's cash flow.
That's a good question. Main Street in Watertown. A lot of people drive by looking for ice at a barbecue.
How much money have you made so far in this company?
We're still in the very early stages, so I can't show you those yet. But with just a small investment of $30,000, we can have 3 machines going up and running by.
How about a salary of $30,000, and then you can do it.
But by October, like, wouldn't we?
Just when it starts to get a little cold at
Shouldn't we
night,
sort of
you know,
wait?
you get that.
Football
That's
tailgating.
worrisome.
Football tailgating.
Football tailgating. We're near Gillette.
Classic Mutt to open an ice place in the winter.
You're near Gillette. You probably know people in the Gillette
Mutt has
parking
been
lot.
December 1st opening day of the ice machine place. 12 degrees outside. 8 inches of snow.
Come on, gang.
Massive ice storm shuts down New England. Mutt's opening by himself.
Let's call Mutt at the ice machine, Justin. Give him a call.
How about
Hey guys, I'm live here. Route 1.
Why not?
Pats aren't playing, but the ice is cooking.
why not tap into Ty Law, Ray Bork, maybe a celebrity ice guy?
Would you be willing to endorse?
No.
And do a commercial. You're a
Yes,
celebrity.
Yeah, if I got paid, I would do it.
Why wouldn't you wouldn't help me out for free?
Yeah, sure. If you had an ice, if you opened up an ice place, I would be there with you opening day doing a show live from the ice place.
Okay.
That's a promise.
Now I'm a little confused. It's an ice place, or it's essentially
No,
a
it's
vending
ice
unit?
vending.
Ice
It's a little
palace,
vending
Mike.
machine.
You go through. There's ice. It's like what's the guy's name? Hermie.
That's
The
bigger
dentist
than I was
in,
imagining.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. You know, that's Mutt's world. The reindeer are flying around. There's ice. It's wonderful.
Hermie's got the same voice as Mutt's dad.
He does.
Hey guys.
Will the Viking be there?
I have a relationship with my dad, Mike. Thank you very much. Okay? My dad talks to me.
See how nasty he gets?
He's on vacation.
I'm going to invest in this guy's business, for God's sake.
See, he's sensitive. That's the problem. What's the name of the place going to be?
I think that's really a name. I think it's a brand, whatever brand.
Just
there's a couple-
Mutt.
Like Easy Ice.
That's a good point.
Mutt's
Easy ice.
Ice is a good
Cold
you're
as
not,
ice.
You're not like you go to a vending machine to buy candy. The vending machine doesn't have a name.
True.
You can call it Easy Ice right now.
I think Mutt's
That's
Ice
okay.
is good branding, though.
I just don't know the market demand.
Where?
for
Outside
that.
of I guess maybe. Mutt's Ice. That is good brand.
This all started because there's this random place. You've driven by it before. In Drumhill, there's this big parking lot, Drumhill Rotary there, and someone put like a nitro coffee thing where you can walk up and you swipe your card and they'll give you like it's a hot coffee.
Oh,
there.
nice.
I'm thinking, well, why can't I started looking? Well, ice machines are now becoming a popular way to make some money.
So you're going to do it?
Well, I got to find the space first. So you're saying this space is out probably.
I'm just saying it doesn't make a lot of sense for you to put an ice machine here.
It does worry me as your
People aren't going to walk up the stairs.
I'm sort of taking advantage of the Minifans because they can come in studio and get ice and also see the show.
I mean, your concern is that people don't want to walk in like Cumberland Farms. They're going to walk up these stairs and go in here.
But also, you have to lock that door.
Yes.
When you leave here. You can't just let people come in.
I do hate the ice. I like what he's like thinking, but I don't think there's enough demand. But the ice experience is not a pleasant experience.
Could there be a reason there isn't one in New England of these?
Well, not close to.
Why don't you just do the coffee
thing?
thing?
Tesla, you know?
If you think the coffee thing was going
why don't you do that?
I haven't seen any customers there yet. I drove up to look at it.
Well, okay. I like that Mike goes to a place that's not working. And he's like, you know what else? You know what wouldn't work? Ice.
How about a power washing business? Let's do that next. I got a whole list here.
You know what you could do?
There's money and stuff like this. Money and vending machines.
You know what you could do?
That's true.
You could put a golf simulator in that room, and Mutt could manage the golf simulator business.
That's true.
People rent that out for like $60 an hour.
That's true.
Those are very popular.
It's a little small though. I don't think it's enough.
I've seen a lot of like individual places like this.
Really?
Yeah.
Get a liquor license?
No, it's BYOB.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm willing to go in with Mutt on this, despite his nasty comments about my family.
Making fun of my dad's voice, Mike. It's
a good point.
Never met the man. The Vikings.
I just like to picture.
I feel like
a man named the Viking.
I feel like the Mutt's Ice Company will definitely be a success. There's no reason to have any doubt that would be I'll write you a check right now for $30,000. So let's just say I did. Let's say I wrote you a check for $30,000. What are you doing with that money?
I wouldn't. I said 30 as a random number. I would give you a legit proposal and say, here's the 3-year plan for what this money is going to do. Here's how it's going to. Here's how.
So
it's
you're
going
willing. You don't want to work for the show because you think it might hurt our relationship, but you will take my $30,000 for your ice company, which will definitely not hurt our relationship.
Well, you care less about money than you do the show.
$30,000 I care about.
I don't think.
Ask Justin.
You really didn't care about that.
He's still here.
We had to do all of the show to get the money back.
Gus was bad on the show, gone. Okay,
but Justin's $30,000.
He lost 30 grand. He's still here.
Place of caring. I don't know. I
should be caring. I'm trying to.
What are you going to do with the $30,000?
It's just gone.
I'd buy the ice. Well, again, I'd have to.
You'd buy the ice. Okay, that's a good idea.
No, the ice machine. You have to go to the company, buy the ice machine, figure out the best.
How much does that
spot for
cost?
it. I think it's about retail close to 10 grand.
10 grand. Okay, so let's say it's 10 grand. You're 20 grand left.
You want to buy 2 or 3. I don't think you want to buy a one-off.
Right.
I think you want to buy 2 or 3.
So you're spending 30 grand buying 3 ice machines.
Yeah, but
okay,
how are
then
we
what?
marketing this? You have no money to market it.
And where's it going?
Well, I have
There's
a
3.
very
So where are they going?
newsletter. I have a newsletter and a race. If he wants to get a return on investment, he would add ads in this show on this podcast and on Mutstack.com.
Where are these places going?
I can't tell you right now. I don't know right now.
It's a secret.
No, I don't know.
Oh, you
where.
don't know. Okay.
I want to research the locations. Justin
people
telling you
work
it's a
for
wide
it.
open market right now.
Make people work for it.
It's wide open market.
I don't. I could be completely wrong. I don't see the market for it.
During the summer months, very frequently, the Cumberland Farms near us will run out of fucking ice. We'll run out of it.
Then you go to another
Empty.
gas station that has it.
That's a pain in the ass.
That's the
if
pain
you knew
point
there was
right
a
there.
place where it was ready to go, always
ice.
making ice for you because those are bags of ice ready to go. They're not.
What if it's
this
10
is ma-
miles out of the way though? Like, why would I do that?
Does it feel like individual ice pieces instead of all frozen together as one?
I think it's pieces. Yeah.
This is a seasonal business.
I think you need.
You know, you have to get for the commercials. All kidding aside, is Vanilla Ice.
Oh, it's a must.
But
he's an entrepreneur. He's gonna be a tough
It
guy.
makes 1,000 pounds
He's
of
a
ice
wealthy
per day.
man now.
What'd you say, Mike?
Makes 1,000 pounds of ice per day.
Is that a lot? I don't even
Yes.
fucking know.
That's not a
Okay,
crazy-
do you know,
that's not
Mike?
crazy, no.
I have no
What
idea.
do we buy?
Justin,
Like a
Justin says
2-pound
no.
bag?
Justin, you've been in the ice business, I assume.
I actually,
500 bags a
believe
day.
it or not, I have.
I believe that. Does it sound like a good idea? Put everything aside.
Yes.
Really?
Yes,
You would
do
invest
like
in it.
So the only problem is that you would. I
got two
don't
investors
think
now.
I don't think these machines like make it and bag it themselves. I think they're like it's like a freezer, and then you go around and you restock them up.
Oh,
I thought they made. I was under the impression they make ice.
Fucking
not like
see
that.
you later.
For that reason,
You would do that, Mutt?
I'm out.
Schlepping around, 3 locations putting ice in? Oh my God. Shoot me in the
So if
fucking
you have like
head.
a garage or something where you could have like a couple ice machines just pumping ice, and then like once or twice a week,
That's got to be
you
so
go around-
expensive.
Yeah, the electricity bill would be high.
I would think, right?
You have solar, Mutt?
I don't have solar now.
Mutt doesn't even have a garage or a basement. I don't think he has anything. He doesn't even have ice in
I
his
have a
house.
garage and a
He doesn't
basement.
even have a fridge. You can't get ice.
For Father's Day, I did get one of those little mini ice makers.
That's nice.
That's a
Right-
start.
And right then he's like Oppenheimer. He's like, wow. Can you imagine if this
What if it was a
blows
bigger
up?
ice?
I just think his kids are like, Dad, why have you been looking at this machine all day?
There's also the potential
Shut
that
up.
people who like.
I'm working.
It's like Mozart. But, potential of what, Mike?
There might be someone listening to the show that has like a parking lot that this might be potential for, so they can reach out. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, so you definitely would you would restock it yourself. So there is a chance of
Does that change?
No, for that one, we're looking at a different thing. I'm sorry, Justin. there are commercial ice makers.
Mike wants to take the shortcut on everything.
No, he's looking at like ice.
Honestly,
chests,
I would
big
think an
chests.
ice
like this, where you bring your own bag.
Yeah,
that would bag
That's more
itself
expensive,
would be like a $50,000 minimum.
No way, it's $10,000.
It'd be like $100,000.
No
probably.
chance. That's a super
I don't know.
expensive.
This probably does not even exist. It can't even exist. It
just
probably
constantly
probably
makes
not.
ice
How would it
itself.
yeah.
and then puts it in a bag and then.
How would it tie it?
Maybe. I mean, maybe.
I don't know.
What do you got?
That's $10,000, right? Commercial bagged ice vending machine.
Yeah, but when it says 10,000, it's like what a car says. Like
Hold on, it's $8,600, but 6% off, so $8,095.
All right, now we're cooking.
You should definitely buy the cheapest one. That'd be my advice because it'll never break.
All right, so you think it's a bad idea? Okay, I'll go back.
No,
to
I'm
the
saying
drawing
I'm saying I
Sharks
no,
have said no. Actually, Mike's not said no yet. Mike's.
Well, Mike just the
I'm still
comedy
in.
of it. You think he's gonna write you a fucking check?
I was thinking $1,000 I would give him. Not the money
I
he
would
needs.
absolutely give him $1,000 for this.
I wouldn't give him 25 cents.
I'm thinking about
It's
it.
a disaster.
Now, he hasn't answered me though. Here's something he hasn't answered me on. The winter months seem like lean months for this business.
It's a seasonal business.
I like where his head's at with this, though. I don't like
I
the
do too.
product.
As do
but
I.
I like the idea, the concept. A machine that's selling
Yeah,
things.
again, he doesn't have to do any work. Like the machine does.
No,
all
that's
the
work.
could
He's always trying to find new places to put the next machine.
It might be easier if we go in on vending machines.
which also are a good money maker.
The vending machines are
But
good money makers.
I've seen those around. I've not seen the ice makers, and I'm thinking that's an untapped market in New England.
Or there just may be no market for it.
There's definitely a market for ice.
I know, but I'm saying you could get it. Like, it's not that big a deal to walk into Cumberland Farms.
Yes,
It's
but
just
if you knew there was one near
Stop
your...
mentioning our competitor.
Yes. You want to walk into those doors, have to deal with a customer service person. You gotta open
customer service person?
You don't have to go to the register. You swipe your card, hit a button, bag of ice, you're on the road.
Ooh,
you're not walking
that
in.
sounds nice.
You're not having to go to open that stupid freezer outside, bring it back in. I want 6 bags of ice. I actually needed 7. You got to go back in, pay for that 7th one again. No, you get what you want at the machine on demand. Everything in this world now is on demand. Why isn't ice on demand? Why is ice not on demand?
It's like when Steve Jobs introduced the iPhone.
I think we need to start a business, and I think this is the board of directors right
I'm
here.
fine with starting a business, but the ice business. No.
I don't like the ice business either, but I like the concept
Mike
of
doesn't hate it.
of a unit.
I don't hate it.
That can go in like parking lots in front of buildings with
I agree.
an item that is
needed.
How about one right
needed
near
in
the
enough
beaches of
volume.
Maine or Cape Cod? You get a little spot in a
Oh,
parking lot.
sure. Yeah, just call up Cape Cod and put it in the parking lot.
No, you have to rent- you have to
They'll
rent
sign
the
off on that right now. You know what Cape Cod loves is a bunch of individual ice. What are you, out of your fucking mind? Be an adult.
I am an
Be
adult.
a fucking adult. I'm
Wanted
talking
ice-
to Harry.
wanted
really
ice on
probably
the
is
beach,
just
and
vending
there's no.
machines.
Huh?
Vending machine is probably the only place.
These places, Mutt, you can't.
You
just
don't have
get-
fun. That's the issue. You don't go to the beach and have a cooler full of
So what I'm
drinks. or
saying
food
is
with ice.
towns
You
like
wouldn't know what it's like.
a town like Sandwich or a town like Pocasset is not just going to be like, oh, bring the vending machine in. It's not how these towns
They
work.
don't have a say in it.
Of course they do.
You rent the space from the parking lot,
That's
and you
not-
have that. That's your space.
Who
in
owns the
spot.
parking lot?
I don't. Could be a hotel.
Is that parking lot? Is that parking lot allowed to have that? Are they allowed to do things commercially like that? Do you know?
I don't know for sure.
That's what I'm saying.
No market
So don't be
research
negative about it. Say, why don't you
What'd
go
you say
find out
there?
some
He's done
more?
no market
No
research.
market research. You come here asking me to cut you a check for $30,000,
I thought you'd have more trust.
which there are some weeks I don't make that, and you're asking me to do that. I am not doing that. I am not doing that.
Also, you're putting a lot of trust in the community too, because from what I'm seeing from these ice vending machines, the ones where it's constantly making bags of ice really don't exist. I can't find any. What it is you go in there, you have like a freezer, and you go, I need to buy 5 bags. Doot.
Yeah.
Swipe your thing, door opens.
Is there a YouTube video of this anywhere?
Now it is trusting you to take only 5 bags of ice out.
Ooh, nope.
Oh, I don't like that.
No,
I didn't sign up for that. I didn't sign up for that.
You pitched us this. You're
No,
digging your
there's different
401k
versions.
for
There's
this.
different versions. He's looking at a certain version.
I think Dave's right. I think that the 5 of us could start a business together. What's that?
It is on YouTube. There's some videos like here's.
I believe it. I know you've watched them at night
Here's how the
dreaming.
business works.
Bennett, shut up.
Dad, are you gonna get a job? Yeah, it's ice.
You want to do your ice thing? That's fine. But I think Dave's right.
Thank
There is a need for stuff. Like laundromats make money.
They do.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be sexy. No, maybe it does.
What is this?
how we made $71,000 with ice vending machines.
$71,000
And there's one sucker in Chelmsford watching this video thinking life is easy.
Oh no, these videos are big. Like five easiest ways for passive
Oh,
income.
my God, yeah.
Built for morons. Tale as old as time. Snake oil salesman, and Mutt is sucking
Is
it
my
up.
Instagram feed full of these right now?
Just licking it up.
Who can say, Mike? Who's to say?
I hate that his Cullinane has the best thoughts on this.
Vending machines?
Just
Or
in
laundry?
general, like I just don't think the ice need is enough. That
Vending machine was my idea, but whatever.
Okay, you invented vending machines.
No, I didn't say vending machine. The thought process of something similar to a vending machine concept is on point. That would apply to any building, that would apply to any parking lot, that would apply to any
Fucking
place.
thing at the mall where you put 50 cents and the kid goes around in circles.
The fucking hurricane thing.
Yes, that's where it is.
Yeah.
Not ice.
I'm not out on ice yet. I'm not out.
What's like the?
Hey, go behind the barn and shoot it. I'm out.
It's happening at every every athletic field now. Like I think it even happens in outdoor soccer fields and stuff too. But in hockey rinks, they have cameras in every rink now, so you can watch everything, and then they pay a subscription.
Live barn.
So they provide the electronics, and then they also get a cut of the subscription fee. What's like that for the office space? See what I'm saying?
I don't know, Dave.
Something
Dude,
like
fucking
that.
figure it out.
You lost me.
Jesus Christ. That's too convoluted.
It is.
Need. That's what you need. Scrub
Water.
daddy.
People need water. That's basically it.
What are you fucking talking about?
Like vending machine. People just need water and fucking candy.
Okay, so there you go. We'll put the vending machine here.
Water and candy.
Next to the ice machine. So people come in and take it all day. Justin, would you invest in that if you had money?
Yes.
Thank you.
Because you like Mutt or you'd make money on it?
More because I like ice.
You like ice.
But
He's loyal to ice.
That's true. Does it bother you open it and you can grab as many bags as
I don't
you
like
want?
that.
That's an issue.
People are only
hate
paying
it.
for one bag
That's
ever.
an issue.
And how it's like one big piece of ice.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it.
No chance.
You need
No
to
chance.
swap it because eventually it is going to form into like one block, and you're going to have to smash it.
That's the thing. First problem with it, Mutt. Then what happens? Are you hiring somebody to be in charge?
I
of
don't
this
know
thing?
if
Well, we obviously have an ice guy on board.
When I buy an ice machine and I buy it from this certain company, do they provide a service? So I pay X amount of
You
months.
tell me. You're pitching it to me.
It's not a full. Again, power washing, ice machines, mini coughing vending machines.
Power washing.
Think about buying a plow and a truck. Just plow this
You
winter.
can make good money doing
That's
that.
always good, right?
Mother's born to have a terrible no snow winter if he buys a plow.
That's another thing.
Plowing's fun.
Kind of an issue.
It's way harder than people give
Record
it credit for.
highs in January.
You notice the winters around here getting mild.
That's true.
That's global warming, Mike. That's what they're telling me.
Could be something in the golf space that hasn't been nailed perfectly. That's what I think. That's what I think.
Cullinane's bought all that shit. He can tell you.
Not even that. But no.
I
What
just
was
bought
it?
a new
Kurt Menefee,
dummies.
was it?
Oh yeah, I just bought a new like simulator thing that sucks.
You bought a simulator?
No,
What,
it's
TikTok
like-
pays that well?
No, it's like a mat that you hit. Have you seen the Golf Daddy or something? It sucks.
Stupid. Yeah. Gotta be something. This is something in, I don't know, something.
Buy a course. Only tournaments.
That's true. Well, speaking of which, let's wrap this up with Montante. Simply safe in the moment. We've had enough fun today.
Call has been forwarded to
Jesus Christ.
That's got to be a certain. Call him again.
Your call has been forwarded.
I was wrong.
I don't know. I had just had him on the line.
He smashed his phone. When
Call has been forwarded.
he heard the
Ice.
business opportunity we were on the cusp of.
Ice.
He just bought a new machine.
You did dump out a Montante for the ice talk. So maybe
It was
he's
better.
upset. Is he upset?
Okay, these are a lot more expensive than I thought. So an ice
course.
kiosk, your gross profit would be, this is the website, $33,000 a year.
Okay.
Your investment would fully pay for itself in how long do you think?
12 years.
3.66 years.
So, they're guaranteeing me that profit every year. That's great. Wow. Why isn't everybody doing this then? If you get $33,000.
28% return on capital investment.
Why isn't everybody doing it all the time then? If it's guaranteed, this is strange.
People don't want to work.
I guess. This is crazy. I mean, they're guaranteeing me 30% return.
I don't think there's enough vending machines with ice cream.
That's tough.
Like frozen
How does
stuff.
that work?
That's tough. How do
Just
you?
looking at opportunity.
It's
here,
different.
guys.
Not a lot of people. I disagree because I think ice cream is like an event.
Ice
Like
cream
if, you,
truck.
if you're grabbing like a Hershey bar, it's different.
Right.
I think, and that's also super seasonal.
Yeah, an Italian ice out of an ice machine.
You don't want that.
Out of a vending machine.
Yeah, you don't want
Get it
that.
out there and it's
Mud,
all
did you say you're going to
ice.
buy an ice cream truck? Did you say?
No, I'm saying like the ice cream truck experience. Like you were alluding to, like there's an experience with ice cream.
Well, just in general, like you go into like you do when you ask these girls what ice cream they like. You got ice cream stores. I'm just saying. What do you got, Justin?
This is also, these metrics are based upon, very busy would be 30,000 vends of ice a year.
Oh,
which
okay.
is quite a bit.
So what's that? 100 a day?
100 a day.
80 a day? 365.
That's-
Popping in,
yeah.
popping in February, baby. You have 6 people go in February to get it.
These beaches in Maine need ice.
There is money in ice. Snow cones, baby.
There's money in ice.
There is money in ice, but don't people bring their coolers with ice already to the beach?
Ice melts?
Yes, but
you also forget
But
it.
there's never, they're really, like, even stores near the beach don't carry ice for
Great
some
call.
reason. It's he's got a point there.
Why don't
but
you just
it's
go sell ice on the beach? Like literally
Right,
just carry it
literally just
around.
buy-
like,
yeah.
like kids do
That
with the
might be
lemonade stands.
Probably melt, but
I mean,
no
you know,
issue there.
I like the idea that Mutt thinks in the middle of the beach, there's going to be his vending machine.
Oh, you such a don't
Like,
act
right
all
next to the
stupid.
ocean. Like, you
Been to
know.
the beach a million times. Little parking lots right there. There's ice in the way in. Oh, we forgot ice. You would get it.
Look, if you could guarantee me you could secure a couple of those spots, then we're talking.
Like I go to the town of Wells Beach, Maine. That little parking lot near the Boardwalk Arcade.
I know, but there's a reason why they don't have that there.
But if they got a percentage of the cut,
I agree.
If you go to the beachcomber, you can just get.
I agree.
Ice
If you're telling me you can do that, that's a different conversation.
Now we're
If you're telling me Kennebunk Port, Wells, whatever, the Cape, great. But you're not telling me that.
It's also a great Minifan who works in the parking game who could help me out with some parking lots. So
Who's that?
talk to him. Pat Ford, parking guy. That's what he does.
Oh, this is his dream.
This would
to
be
hang out
great
with
at
these
like the
guys.
Xfinity Center.
Oh.
And Great Woods.
Great.
Hell, because when you go, you forgot
I
ice
got
for
some
the
into
tailgate.
Great Woods.
What'd you say?
You?
Oh yeah.
Great. I agree. I'm friends with John Kraft. I am. We were just texting 2 weeks ago.
There you go.
So done. You want to put 4 of those in Gillette?
If he'd let us do it.
We'll say it's going to be like
12 times a year.
$120,000.
But, you know.
Be great if Jonathan Kraft was texting you. He's like, I want to get on the show, but Justin won't let me.
We got to Montante first.
John Kraft on the Menner's Network. Not seem happy. But that's what I'm saying, Mike. If you can agree me those places, guarantee me those places, then we're talking, Dave.
Mm-hmm.
That's real money.
I agree.
But Mutt talking about putting it in Watertown. People drive around this fucking street looking for ice. No one's doing that.
Right.
That is a concerning that his first instinct was to put it on the second floor of
He's a moron.
a building that says physical therapy outside.
Yeah, right.
I knew somebody with a building in a busy area, so I figured I'd just put some feelers.
Do we have to build the ice app?
own this building?
What? What did you say, Justin?
Well, he leases. I mean, he control.
Yeah, Mutt's on the impression I own the building.
He can
I
control.
think.
He leases it. He rents it, so he can. You could say yes or no to an ice machine being in one of the
That's
rooms.
actually that's
I
definitely
know. I
not
don't
what a
believe
renter.
that's-
That's definitely
I
not what a
don't believe
renter
that's
has
true.
the power to do. What are you fucking talking about?
No, I
Have
believe
you ever
it's-
done anything in your life? Have you ever lived?
Sure, but I know if a business, a
I bet you a
commercial
lady
league-
owns a building, is walking around. She's like, "Oh, this is kind of strange. I didn't realize you have such an enormous. Why are people walking in there with bags of ice all day?"
Well, even as an investor, I'll say all day probably wouldn't be a problem.
If we go ahead, Justin.
These ice machines too. They also sell purified water.
Oh,
So that could be
Okay.
That's another. That's year round.
I feel like water is very
No.
what?
Like the 5. You like to fill up like a 5-gallon.
Yeah,
thing?
I see that. I see those places now, though. A lot of these places have. I see a lot of places now. I'm out. Get away from ice. And look, you get me a guarantee with Great Woods, Xfinity Center. You get me a deal down the Cape. You get me a deal in Maine. Give me a start or something.
Okay.
You get me a deal at one of those beaches in Maine. I'll cut you a check for $30,000.
Okay.
Wow. That plus my one.
That's 31 grand right
I'm
there.
in for one.
32 grand. Justin, you're in for $1,000? I'll what's up?
$2,000.
I'll match that. 32,000.
Justin's got to be our boss.
What about at a golf
right.
course?
Of course.
Would it work at a golf course?
I don't know if people maybe. But the thing is, the cart girl always got a ton of ice.
And you
Yeah,
kind of
just ask
you bring
for
your own
ice.
cooler. You do, and it's kind of like you're an asshole already.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Why?
that
You're
feels.
not supposed to bring your own cooler, really.
Some people do.
I know, but you're not really supposed to.
I'm anti
so
that. I'm
that's the
anti
thing.
music on the golf course. When people, I don't like that. I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in any fun. But the that's 35 grand. 36 grand. And I'm the president. Justin's the vice president.
I want to see the use case
And
of this.
Mike
product.
is like a junior staffer or something. He reports to Justin.
I want to see these videos. I'm gonna go watch some of these videos and see. Like, I want to see the unit in action. You know?
Save that.
Thank you. But I don't. How much are you putting up, Mutt? I'm putting up
I don't know.
32 grand.
Probably, I'm putting the effort in.
His
So I would say
reputation.
0.
So then how much do I get then?
There's one great one here. You can put your brand on. So there would be a brand on.
So if I'm putting up 32 grand and you're not putting up, how much of the company do I get?
I haven't really thought that.
Well, yeah, we're the owners of the company. You're our employee.
This is a really good test case to figure out: is it interesting and is it
Why
worth
are
the
you
investment?
dodging the question?
If I
30
put
grand
32
for
grand,
what?
if I put up 32
Right
grand,
now, I'm investing $0.
so who owns the company then?
The four of us.
Me, I
put the money in.
What is the value of the company?
You ever watch Shark Tank?
I'm the ice
You
guy.
ever watch Shark Tank?
Well, it's not a business
Let
yet.
me ask
It's
you
not
this.
a
Have you ever-
business.
I'm just asking you, have you ever watched Shark Tank?
I stopped watching a while ago.
Okay, but when they go on Shark Tank, they ask for money and they ask for a
Oh,
percentage.
Damon's in, Mark's in.
No, a percentage of what?
Of the company. I don't have a company yet. There's no company.
What I'm saying is, okay, now, you know what?
company.
I'm in charge of this company.
Okay, well, I'm out.
I'm doing
Now
this.
I'm out. Good.
I'm doing
Go
this.
have fun.
I'm doing. Mike, you want to invest in it?
Good luck. No, thank you.
I want to make $1 billion now in this ice company. That's unbelievable. He's like, yeah, can I have 30 grand, and he doesn't want me to own the
I
company.
wasn't. No, you asked me. I wasn't really coming here to ask money. I was saying, do you guys think it's a worthy investment? And I'll have to do some research.
You're
to the
just, you
market.
weren't asking me for any. You weren't. If I said
I
you,
wouldn't- no, I
if I
wouldn't.
said you want to invest in it, you would say no.
I don't know if I'd say no.
Of course you wouldn't say no. Why would you say no?
Money's good.
Right now,
Lending
Kirk's
lending money to friends
$30,000.
is not good.
Kirk's $30,000 for 50% equity in your ice company. Do you take it?
No.
I would do it for 90%. He's not putting any money up.
I'm just testing.
But he's doing all the legwork.
You just sit back and
It's just an idea right now.
Let the profits
just
flow
an idea.
in.
Yes.
Just an idea. It's not.
Now at 50 cents a bag in perpetuity.
It's not. This is not Kirk Tank yet. We're not there. But just an idea.
Jerry and I looked at the closest I ever did was Jerry and I looked at starting a Chick-fil-A.
I remember you saying
What was it, Jimmy
You
John's?
you can't.
No.
You would need someone that runs a restaurant or something.
Correct.
Right?
But no,
Yeah,
but we
those are-
were in not at Wells, in whatchamacallit exits. In Maine. Geez, I'm blank on the name of the town. A couple exits down from Wells. Where the market basket is.
York.
No, where the market basket is. Arundel. The Arundel exit.
Okay.
Like
Near the golf course at Montante can't get in touch.
No, way now. Like there was an Olive Garden there, and then we kind of made a few phone calls, but it was not good. There's only 2 Chick-fil-A's, I think, in this whole state of Maine.
Wow.
But that's a fucking moneymaker.
Well, this brings us back to Papagino's.
No money there. There's no money there.
Has
No,
Dave
no
shown
money.
any interest in doing that?
Come on. That's like 50 million stories ago. You know what they have at Papagino's, though? They get the ice machines. Go right in there and get all the ice
You're
you
right.
want.
You're right.
All the ice
This is
you
like in The
want.
Founder when B.J. Novak tells Michael Keaton to land.
That's
you
right.
want.
That was Mutt's moment, like when he orders the hamburger the first time.
Wow. That's a great movie.
It is a great movie.
That's an underrated great movie.
Yeah,
I totally agree.
Everyone talks about that Keaton comeback with Spotlight and Birdman. I think that's the best of those 3 movies. The Founder.
I'm a big
That's
fan
like a
of The
great
Founder.
movie.
I love that relationship with him and his wife. She's like pissed at him because he found this
He
thing
becomes
he's
like a
finally
monster.
good at. Yeah.
I like that they made him a scumbag.
Yeah,
too.
great
I
movie.
feel like a lot of
He's
biopics
awesome
don't
in
do
He's
that.
awesome in that
Yeah.
movie. It's a great movie. What are you laughing at, Justin?
Me and Mike had a founder bit on our trip.
Okay.
Did we? I remember talking about The Founder. I don't
The founder
remember
sequel with the hamburger.
Justin asked me. I mentioned The Founder on the trip at some point, and Justin asked me who played the Hamburglar.
I did not ask that. You said that.
I don't have time for this. I'm with Snell and all these people. Simply Safe, SIMPLI safe.com/Kirk, simplysafe.com/Kirk. 20% off. Keep your home completely safe. I don't know if you can simply safe the ice thing or not. I don't know the answer
You're
to
gonna
that.
have to have a
I bet we
camera.
can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
can
gonna
so?
have a
You would
camera.
have to.
I don't see why not. Yeah.
Well, people are taking 20 bags. That's what I'm saying. Simply Safe could be great. If people are taking 30 bags of ice when
That's
they're paying
perfect.
for 2.
Seems like a bad business, but I'm given the success of many of these vending machines, I'm sure there's a way
The
to.
ones on YouTube, you mean?
And those people they're not getting any percentage of people who sign up through that. That's not some sort of pyramid scheme. No.
Nobody tries to do more with less than Mike Mutnansky. Just get a job.
I'm going to be annoyed in 3 days when these videos are just part of my algorithm because I watched
just
10 today.
They're already going to be on just because we've had the conversation about it.
Yeah, true.
The phone's going to have it.
That's true.
Total monitoring 24/7. Live guard protection. SimplySafe.com. Best home security system by U.S. News and World Report. 5 years running. SimplySafe.com/Kirk. SIMPLI safe.com/Kirk. 20% off any new Simply Safe system. When you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring, we thank Simply Safe and DraftKings and, of course, Milton's and BetterHelp. We'll do Montante's guy, his podcast, which thank them for sponsoring the trip later on this week as well. So we're back Thursday. We have a couple of days off. Thursday and Friday, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do we know who's in yet or no?
We have Mike in on Thursday, and then John and Warren Friday so far.
Jesus. Slim week.
It's big.
Wow. All right, we'll do this again with Mike on Thursday, I guess.
Such an action-packed Monday.
That's true. Big Monday. Yeah. Big Monday. Keep buying the Saco tickets. We appreciate that. We'll see you guys in about a month.
And buy ice.
And buy ice. And go,
Save ice money.
And go to blindmike.net. Of course, on Blind Mike Project. Go subscribe there.
Thank you.
Mutstack.com. Go subscribe there. Jesus. And Jackie Martling will be appearing in.
He was around recently, I think.
I did see that.
Saugus or something.
Yes. David, anything you want to promote?
Nope. All good.
Nothing. You're just here to hang out.
Just hanging out with
quality
my friends.
hang with the guys.
My friends, business partners. No.
Justin, anything you want to promote other than the Saco stuff? No?
No.
Okay. Buy anything else?
Mutstack.com.
I said that.
I'm saying it again. Mutstack.com. And if you have any space I can potentially have for ice machines, DMs are open.
See, you got to start small. Like you
That's
start
right,
with, like,
Justin. That's
coolers.
exactly right.
You start with like coolers filled with ice. You go to a beach. You start
He's a
making
big,
some
you
capital.
know what though? He's a big thinker though, Justin. See,
Yeah,
Justin's the guy in the movie who tries to knock down your dreams.
No, but if you don't have, yes, it's great if you have the capital to invest in it so far, but you don't. So you got to start small. Load up coolers, go to the beach, sell bags of ice for.
He won't do
$10.
that though. That's like his equivalent. Like he thinks he's better than that. He won't do that.
I'll do it for you, Mutt.
I've never.
You know what I'm saying though, Dave? He is like he wouldn't do that. You think
He
Mutt would
is,
ever
but
do that?
I don't think
Yes, I'm better
that's
than
not a
you.
great long-term business strategy.
Mud is looking for
it's not.
passive income here.
Yes. that's
Yeah,
the
no
whole
work,
point.
just money. Yeah, he doesn't want to do any
However you
work.
want to define it.
Well, I mean, it's work setting the whole thing up.
Yeah, with my money. Why don't you get a loan from the bank?
I could definitely do that too.
I don't know if you could. How could you get that?
I mean, you take a loan against the house.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Why not?
Are you serious?
People do that, right?
Oh Jesus Christ!
Refinance.
You got a lot of equity in your
rates
home.
are rates are really good right now. I assume, right?
Refinance.
I'd give it a month.
Christ Almighty. So Thursday, Mike and somebody else probably,
Yes.
and
I'll
Friday,
try to find-
Joan and somebody else probably.
Yes.
Okay, boys, thank you very much. Go get the Saco tickets if you can. Mutstack.com. Blind Mike Project. Go subscribe. We'll talk to you Thursday. Goodbye.